Yeah, I'm gonna do that to you one day. I'm gonna make you shut up for the whole night. Nasty.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Share the live. This is a not normal live for a Trolla, so welcome in. Is Fallon or anybody in here yet? Hey, Amanda. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Just Stop. Oh, I need one of the girls, like Fallon or somebody, right now. Oh my goodness, I think I cracked my screen protector even more. Great. And I accidentally liked my live too. Love it. Okay? Can everybody hear me okay? Can I get like yes in the chat? Okay. Good. I want to invite certain people up, so if you want to join the box, because I know there's certain people who have grievances for the same reason I do, please feel free to request a box. Mods, you know what box requests are appropriate and which aren't. I do believe anybody who we are speaking on is not blocked. If they are not unblocked, I will take care of it, but I don't believe they are blocked. They blocked me, so this is I'm coming live tonight to give this person an opportunity to come forward and admit their wrongs and take accountability. If they don't want to do that, I have some things to share with you guys. This won't be the full official call out, but it's gonna be a little preview to what's gonna happen. And you guys know Trolla does not go petty, but when her integrity and her reputation is being dragged, she will defend herself. I am tired of being quiet. I have been polite. I have been kind. And I have let people say what they want, do what they want. And I'm done. So, yeah, I'm not on screen. I'm going to be showing something on screen shortly. So, to save the live, just make sure everybody's tapping and interacting in the chat. Please be respectful in the comments. If people do decide to join boxes, I ask that we are respectful. Boxes are open. I'm not hiding anything, and if any of you don't want to get into a box, that's on you, but I will continue to expose you for who you are. And, by the way, if you want this all to end and you want this to stop, your best bet would be to face it head on and stop hiding in private lives and running your mouth and putting wedges between people who don't deserve it. So there's that. Hello, Google it.
Hi. What was I gonna say? Please don't expose me. I'm naked. No.
You've been exposed. What?
Rammer, I need her to delete my Rammer, if you can get into my chart, please delete my bill. Thank you.
Let me try something because I wonder if because I have you on my charger, if the sound is low. Can you talk? Hello?
Yeah, hello. Buenos dias.
My volume is really low for some reason.
Buenas noches.
What is happening? I'm having issues hearing. It's not you guys, it's me. I'm the problem. Hello, I'm Regina George. I'm the leader of the Mean Girls Club. Welcome to the party.
Quack quack.
Quack quack, I hate you.
I am just an individual that has no filter. Sorry. Not sorry.
All right, so why is my volume?
Ooh, toast your strudels. I want some.
I love toaster strudels. Well, Puckett, we are talking about our best friend Manders. Woo woo!
Hey, you want to know something funny? Both of
What?
our name is Amanda, our government name.
I know, which is crazy. I'm really disappointed, to be honest with
Uh,
you. But hey, who am I? All right, I'm gonna invite some crazy bleaches to the boxes. So be ready.
Ooh, I received an invite.
Hey, girl!
Jennifer, stop it.
How dare you checkmate be cool with Fallon and Trolla? Rude.
I know, right?
You guys share this out to anybody and everybody, please.
To your mamas, your daddies, your cousins, your church people. Wait, what else did you say? Your church people, your
Your
friends, your
uncle,
weird
your
friends.
ski instructor.
Not the ski instructor.
This is the official I'm tired of the lies, so we're gonna expose the truth. And it is what it is.
Chola, did you see what Fern said? I don't know if you. I
No.
know this. The comments are going. She said someone's pulling over to join.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, Argo is an important part of this piece because there's some messages in there that are from Argo, which I do know for a fact that Argo did enter the chat to apologize for said messages. And unfortunately, I won't lie, I don't have the official screenshots, but I do know for a fact that he did go in there and he did apologize for the comments, which are being accused that they are coming from Fallon, which are not true. So we just want to kind of clarify that and rectify that because I did get some screenshots of some stuff that was shown, which the context was ridiculous because there was no body shaming. There was nothing rude in the comment or in the pictures that were shown in which she showed. So I just want to clarify that up. Because if anybody knows my Theo Fetched as he goes by right now, he's the sweetest human ever and means no harm, but when you do come at his friends, he does get offensive because that's what friends do. So this is going to be right now, I'm going to put it out there. This is my opportunity to invite the people who are over hiding in a private live, who are running our names to the mud, who are slandering us, and who are talking nonsense. This is my invite to invite them over. And if they don't want to come over, I am then going to share some screenshots to expose their lies and their deceit. And this is only the beginning. This is just a little piece. Believe me, there's so much more. If they don't want to join, cool. That just shows me that they're scared. And well, that's on them. So we will try. So currently the account that they're on is Little Ray, which I believe is private. They are all invited. I don't believe I have any of them blocked. If I do, we'll figure it out. But they're all invited over. Manders and anybody else who sits with them, come on over.
I would like to preface the invite with Little Ray and the others. There are so many newcomers, not necessarily all newcomers. There are some quiet, long-term people, good, solid people that are being lied to, that have not had the opportunity to see the truth and proof because Manders does not provide any. And then when she does, she makes up some bullshit, and then she makes up her own narrative, and then there's no other way because we're not live all the time, so you can't come and ask us. So guys, tonight is the night that if you can't get in this box or you can't get in this, is the night that if you can't get in this box or you can't get in this chat, message one of us so you can finally see the truth. You're not bad people because you got fed a line of bull. It is only because we got fed a line of bull. It is only because we weren't as accessible to you because we haven't been on the app as long. So just come talk to us, come message us, ask us the questions. If you don't want to get in a box, message someone on the panel, someone in the chat, ask your question. We will be glad to provide in 4K anything you need to see, which will tell you that Manders did not.
I am asking that you invite Manders, aka she goes by the fuck you wish you were me. I am being reported, so I need engagement in the comments and I need taps as much as possible because they do not want this out. If we do go down, I want to reiterate that we will go to Checkmate's account. Please follow Checkmate. If you do not follow Checkmate, please follow Checkmate. And she will be our backup to this. And if all else fails, I'm sure one of the other ladies will go live for us if needed, if Checkmate does go down as well. Note that I do have gifts off because I am not looking to gain anything off of this. I am trying to clear my name. I am trying to clear a lot of our names, but right now mostly the fact that the biggest mouth on the app seems to be the Manders, who has a lot to say about a lot of people, but yet never shows anything to back it up. So
the other thing too, sorry, Trolla, I'm got a lag, so if I interrupt anybody, just shut me down or mute me. But this is something that has been happening since December of last year. This is not new. Don't let her tell you that, oh my God, this is being brought up now. This is something that should have been dealt with in private. I want you to know that Manders brought this to the app in December. And we let it go, which is our fault. We should have never let it go. We should have called out and squashed it the moment it happened. But we allowed her to continue because I thought that she would gain a brain and be smart enough to realize that the awareness community is stronger than that and that we're not going to tolerate any bullshit. And since then, she has created an infestation that has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And now it's out of control, but it's time to fix it. Sorry, Trolla, go ahead.
you're fine. I'm trying to let people gather. I'm trying to give a few minutes for the opportunity of other people to put on their big girl panties and come forward and have a civilized conversation, because Everybody in this box can have a civilized conversation as adults. We can agree to disagree. We can have our differences of opinions, but I will not be lied on. I will not be accused of things that I did not do. And the fact that I can go public and be on a public live and share this information while you sit behind a private live and run your mouth about me shows a lot of character. Again, gifts are off on this for the exact reason because this is not a live where we want any monetary gain. We want nothing of it because that's not who we are. We come here, we present facts, and we present receipts. And that's who we are. I'm not.
We never sent anybody to go and watch her live, look at her live. When she's
No.
private, we don't ask anybody to look or watch for us. Just another thing, because I know they said that before that we send people over there. We do not.
Exactly. That's the other thing. You have to remember that there are people who, like everybody, that go wherever they want to go. And you should have respect for that. But the fact that you block on impact 99% of the time, that screams suspicious.
I've got to drop. I'll be right back. My phone keeps freezing. I can't do anything.
Uh-oh, checkmate. You better get back here.
And guys, this is just a precautionary tale for right now. There's going to be several names that you're going to see in this chat that you may have some slight disagreements with. Just hold off. Allow them to see the truth, because I want you to know that Mander sees them go into her chat and she uses them as weapons. She uses them as if they don't have a brain and that they're not thinking for themselves, and they don't know because they're afraid to come to us and ask questions because they don't know they're being used. So please give them the opportunity to hear and see the truth from us tonight. We'll deal with anything and everything later in the DMs, but please, please, please have respect for each other in the comments. We want everyone here.
Yes, I really do. I welcome everybody. I am not a big blocker. I will block and mute if things get out of hand, or you get vulgar, degrading, or out of line. But the mods know to not block unless we truly have to. And this live is open to everybody. So I would really love, again, the opportunity is open for, here, let me say, Manders, especially Duck Duck, because she seems to have quite a mouth on her when she doesn't seem to know much, which is astonishing. I do want to invite Little Ray. I do want to invite anybody to come on over and have a conversation, because we are adults. This should have never been brought to the app the way that it was, but unfortunately for some of us, Manders originally brought it to the app. And then some other things unfolded, which happened as far as people getting money on the back end, so, and for some reason we are all being dragged now at this point. Now Checkmate, Scam Opera, Samantha, Auburn, everybody is being accused of not liking Fallon or Trollavision a couple months ago, but now they're cool with them, this and that. But why were they not okay with us?
Yeah, none of that is true, because I've talked to Fallon for a very long time. I didn't really know anybody else. It just was, we just never crossed paths.
And I get that. Like I said, my Trollavision account is more of a newer account because when I originally started awareness, it was on my main. And when I was on my main, obviously it was my personal account. So I was getting obviously crazy comments, you know, stuff like that. So I knew that I needed to create something different because I was in the awareness lives when we were doing Austin to Margot with Will Red Radio and All for One and Ghost of Blast and Sam Nowhere to Go and all of you guys. I keep my personal page very private and only certain people know that private page. So you guys do, I promise a lot of you probably know who I am, but you probably don't know who I am because, again, I kind of stepped away for a little bit because there ended up being a huge influx of doxing that happened at some point. And for the safety of myself and my family, I wanted to step away. And then I created this account to kind of separate myself from my personal page, you know? I've been following a lot of you guys for a long time. I have been around for a long time. And yeah, so I know some people think I'm new. Some people think whatever, but I am far from new. This is not anything new to me. But as far as being pulled into drama, that's kind of new to me because this is not where I wanted to be. So, Manders, the floor is open. Are you going to come over? Are you going to step in the box so we can have a conversation? Little Ray, Duck Duck, I'm giving you the opportunity. Little Ray, Duck Duck, I'm giving you the opportunity before I do start showing the screenshots that you're claiming that are altered, because I have the screenshots that were sent to you. I have the screenshots that were sent to you from the original recipient, as well as the screenshots that are current from actually tonight, because the Discord we still have access to. And I don't know if anybody knows Discord, but in Discord, you can change your name multiple times, as many times as you want, this and that. The only thing that is changed in any of these messages are the names. Otherwise, the texts that were sent are 100% accurate and have not been altered. And you can even see the likes and everything to them. Nothing has changed. Nothing has been doctored. And this is where I need to clarify it because there is a misconception that everything is doctored according to one person and one person alone. And I would suggest anybody who is sitting with this person that they should possibly lay off the Kool-Aid, because they are fooling you very much. And it's really sad to see what this person has done to a community of people who have been together for so long. So what, should we give them like another like 2 minutes to like step up to the plate and then
Guys, I think that's appropriate. You're lagging for me, Trolla, so I didn't mean to interrupt. I want to go cautionary again on Little Ray and Sherry and people who may not have had the facts or the truth given to them. They are very smart individuals. They may not have been given everything, guys. So the only person that we know right now that is feeding them lines of bull is Manders. And I promise you that there is no amount of lies that is worth me telling any of you in this chat, any of you on this panel. You guys are too valuable to me, and my integrity and loyalty is too important for me to lie to you. However, Manders seems to think that that's something that she can gain later after she's got you on her side. It does not work that way. So if they enter the chat, let's give them the opportunity to know what's going on, because again, they have been fed a lot of lies that we probably won't even have the time to touch on. We will try, but we got to give them the opportunity to get all the facts lined up with them.
I do have a question for everybody in the chat. If you can do me a favor. If you have heard over, let's say, the past 2 weeks, anything negative towards anybody in these boxes, with the exception to Farfetched and, I don't know, Google, but as far as myself, Scam Opera, Checkmate, Fallon, can you drop a 1 in the chat? If you have entered a live and you happen to hear information that may possibly be in a negative impact, can you drop a 1 in the chat? Wow. That speaks volumes alone. And I know it's not a big number, but alone to see the number being at 16 right now, whoever started a poll, thank you.
Yes.
I just want to know if you've heard negative information about Trollavision, Fallon, Scam Opera, Checkmate, Virgo, Sam, Auburn, anybody, please, I encourage you to vote. Have you heard negative information? Have you been, and then my next question, afterwards we're going to do another poll, is I want to know how many people have been blocked just for entering the chat.
Is that at number 1?
Wow. Truth Teller says all 4.
Oh, wow.
Listen, I know 1 for a fact. And, you know, I'm not stalking these private lives. I just want you to know that I do have people who respect me and appreciate me for who I am as a person and reach out to me and do tell me that I am being spoken in a negative way. Just like I'm getting messages that Fallon's being spoken on, Checkmate's being spoken on, Scam Opera's being spoken on. The ones in the chat are just enough to know that there's a problem and there's one common denominator, and we're going to share that tonight, who that one common denominator is.
Hold on, just on it. Matilda, you get blocked, but that's why you're blocked like 30,000 times. You're blocked for a whole nother reason.
Yeah, but you know what? To be honest with you, like, Matilda is a troll. And Matilda, like, just bounces around and stuff. So for Matilda to be blocked, that's kind of crazy. Like, and that's
Right.
just my opinion. You know what I mean? Because Matilda doesn't claim awareness. Matilda
Right.
doesn't claim whatever. Matilda has always stood true to the fact that Matilda's a troll.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that.
Matilda doesn't go in talking smack about nobody, unless it's a beggar. But you know what I mean? Like, Matilda doesn't go in and be like, "Oh, did you hear, like, Scam Opera, like, farted on live today?" You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, those are things that, like, I'm saying, like, this is where I'm trying to get. Like, people are being blocked for no reason whatsoever. All right. So far this is showing that 60% of people are saying that they have heard negative things about people in the boxes in the last 2 weeks. So can we start another poll just because I'm curious? Whoever did the poll. What was it I just said, Fallon, that I wanted to know?
About being blocked?
Oh, yeah. How many of you, I need a poll. How many people have been blocked, like, just by entering the chat? Just by entering the chat alone. How many of you have been blocked for just entering a chat that, say, Manders, Little Ray, Duck Duck, uh, Cass, or anybody, how many of you have been blocked just going in there prematurely? There's a poll in the top corner for anybody who wants to join in on that. How many of you have been blocked?
I didn't realize I couldn't vote.
Yeah, mods can't vote, unfortunately.
Mods definitely can't vote.
Okay, well, let me tell you how I got
You
blocked.
guys can say it out loud. So, have you been blocked?
Yes, let me tell you how I've been blocked. So, Proud Mom has a new account where she was doing awareness, and she did not know that there was a scammer on the other side of TikTok that was battling Maggie. So she went and gifted Maggie. I'm sorry, she went and gifted the opposite person to bet against Maggie because Maggie gets upset and throws herself a fit and shows who she really is. So she went into Mander's chat and she told everyone, hey, I accidentally did this. I corrected my error. I didn't know who he was. I'm so sorry. I made a video apologizing, letting everyone know what was going on. If you would please share it. I went into the chat to back up Proud Mom on her awareness account. I then messaged Duck Duck and Ryan Ray and Manders to let them know, here's the video, please share it out. Ryan Ray shared it out to protect Proud Mom. Duck Duck sent it out to protect Proud Mom and her awareness account.
So, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Suck It Up Buttercup said, I've heard things spoken about Manders, but none on you all. So, I am asking Suck It Up if they would like to join a box, because I am definitely interested to know how, in all of this time, oh, they don't hop in boxes.
Well, Suck It Up is one of our OGs. She's on the Kim awareness side, so she is very credible in what she says. So,
then she's missed some lives, and I apologize for that.
But she's mostly on the other side with videos, with video games and things, live streaming. So she's pretty tied up when she's live.
So we have in the options for no right now, and I'm gonna call y'all out just for fun. Christina, Portia, Suze, Marie, Tiny Talk, Chrissy, Rosie, and Minnie McChicken, who have all said that they have not been blocked prematurely. And then if we go into option A, Matilda, Trailer Park Barbie, Shelly, Sunflowers, Kitty, Virgo the Hacker, Random, AF by Jessica, Lemonade, Little Man, Colleen, Squeezy Bear, Holly Hello, The Ghost of CJ, Burning Bridges. You blocked Burning Bridges. That's something. That's something to say about yourself, but we won't get into that. Yeah. Alley Cat, Heaven Elaine, Melissa Tien, Scott Martin, Jennifer, Anne Marie, Donna Marshall, Shells, Just Stop Already, Fuck It, Barb, Money Saver Paradise, and Stacks. That's quite a few people who have been blocked just for what? And how dare you block Miss Sue? Miss Sue?
Yeah.
Miss Sue, who is probably one of the most reasonable and unbiased people on this app and tries to avoid any and all drama. That shows your character. Just saying.
You know, and blocking her, that's pretty sorry, because let me just tell you, she's got some things that she can teach us about how to get ourselves checks, make sure our health is in line. You know, you could learn a lot if you just pay attention to some of the things that she is putting out for us.
Actually, Samuel, I do know, and I did hear actually from Manders herself saying that the conversation that you and her had was misconstrued and taken out of context in another live, and was totally drawn out, and lies and slander and nonsense, which is funny to me, but we won't get into that, I guess. No, it wasn't, Samuel. You stood your ground. And then you even went back into a live and you were cordial, which I was like kind of upset about, but you are your own person. You can do what you want. You are free to go wherever you want. I don't, kick people because of. So out of the votes, guys, 77% of people in the chat have said that they have been blocked just for joining the chat. So does that number speak volumes?
Yes.
I'm just asking for a friend. Okay, so since apparently Manders and them want to sit in a private chat and they want to stream us because, again, we're public because we have nothing to hide. We again, nothing to hide. Can somebody big box me? Thank you. You're the bomb, dude.
Streaming us too?
They're probably streaming us. I wouldn't doubt it. I
Oh,
mean, they got
damn,
nothing
Daniel.
better to
Damn
do.
it. I don't have my good side on today.
Okay. So then let's just get right into it, I guess, because I mean, everybody wants to say that we've been lying, texted, doxed, this and that, yada yada yada. So let me just share, I guess, some
This is the screenshots that were, well, the ones that she had that she was showing just moments ago, about 45 minutes ago in her chat, in her private chat. Her private live in which we could not go in and say and defend ourselves.
Give me 1 second, guys. I just got to do something, and then I'll do the screen share. Give me 1 sec, though, please. Sorry.
Any lines that you guys are being fed about why is this coming out now? This has been so long, and why are we doing this? Again, since December, we have dealt with blow after blow and people going in and out of her chats, hearing lies about us. The receipts are here. She's going to tell you that they are manipulated, and we're going to show you tonight that they are not. I can't take any more of her lies, and I can't take care of all the people that are not hearing the truth. But I'm telling you right now, these people in this chat, the people on this panel, their integrity, they have built years creating it and make sure it was solid. For her to come in and try to tear it down, we're not going to do it anymore. We're not going to stand by, and we're not going to allow things to get tore down just because somebody wants to come in and have control over your perception of what awareness is and everything that was built before she showed up in August of last year. And I want to also point out that last night it was noted that she doesn't even know who Tulips is. Y'all take a minute and digest that. She does not know who Tulips is.
I think we should do a poll. Does anybody know who Tulips is? Yes or no? I think that would be great. Just out of
Isn't
curiosity.
It's a flower, isn't it?
Always thought.
Listen, a tulip is a fucking flower. What the fuck y'all talking about?
I hate you all right now.
I can't say what I want to, or I will take this live down.
It's one of my favorite flowers. What do you mean?
If anybody knows Kimberly Peters from her original days, her username was Tulip Drips. Okay? That was Kim's name. And clearly there's some people who don't know and whatever, but you're gonna sit and originally be awareness. You're not awareness anymore because your friend was called out for begging for money on the back end, which is not my business because I wasn't involved in it and I don't know this said person, but whatever. Again, I'm welcoming the opportunity to any of you to join a box to speak up for yourself, but you're clearly showing that you don't have it in you to do that. So I guess we'll just have to get into it, right?
Wait. So, Trolla, think about it. Tulips, right? Listen, two lips drip. Think of it.
That's why he called her that.
You're done. No more internet for
No,
you
it's
tonight.
the truth,
Yep. Nope.
checkmate.
Nope.
It's the
Nope.
truth.
No. Absolutely not.
It is the truth. That is what her man called her.
And
I'm
that's
gonna
what I'm
let it.
saying too. I made that comment today actually when I heard that Mander stated she didn't know about tulips. I'm like, both Reddit pages, the original OG Reddit page and the new Reddit page, are both tulip drips snark. So how did you not know that that is what this person went by from the very beginning? That's what got me. I'm sorry. Anyway,
And if we go down, y'all, we're gonna go to my page. Just FYI.
yes, if we do go down, everybody please follow Checkmate. We are going to go over to her page if anything does happen this evening. Mods, obviously don't block or mute anybody unless it is absolutely needed. But I guess we can just get into it at this point.
Checkmate. You'll have to comment in the live if they want to follow you because.
Oh, I have gifts off. That's
Oh yeah,
right.
the gifts are off.
I forgot. I turned off gifts. My bad, guys. I'm not looking for clout or numbers, as some people would say.
No, there's that white heart. Click it and follow it, please.
That's the only problem with turning off gifts is you can't follow anybody in the boxes.
Yeah, I know. That stresses me out. All right, let me see if I can figure this out now.
Guys, there's going to be a lot of information that gets dropped here. Please feel free to take screenshots and do anything that you need to. If you need to ask questions later, please feel free to do so. But tap the screen.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so for context, back in December, my username was I'm about to shit my pants, and that was because that was something Kim said when she was trying to get away from the cats. She was trying to run, and she's like, Bruno, move out of the way, I'm about to shit my pants. So I made my name that. But then, as you can see, I changed my name right here to Trolla in the Discord. So this is showing you right here the messages in which had occurred the night in which occurred to when Manders made the accusation that somebody that we sit with, Amber, was sitting in a box just to collect gifts and was also friends with a scammer. And I don't know how many of you were around with the Skylar incident of this person who came on and tried to say that she was scammed for money from Kim, which I was approached to it first, and I immediately knew it was a lie. It was then brought to a different creators platform. They did bring it out. It ended up being shown that it was a lie and that this person actually had committed credit card fraud, and used the officer that arrested them's name to say that they were going to go after Kim. So we will move on to the next slide, which again is the same chat. Again, our names have changed because in Discord you can change names. Mind you, I want you to know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It says Manders is Skylar ?
No, Manders is not Skylar. Skylar is somebody completely different that we don't even want to even remember. to be honest with you.
Skylar is important in this because for when the video comes up about the Manders saying that Amber Victoria sits with scammer Skylar, liar scammer Skylar, that is about to be very important. So good question. Thank you for asking. We just wanted to make sure we cleared that up so it wasn't.
Which I want to notate, as you guys can see, like, for instance, there's Kim's biggest enabler, and you guys can see, like, the 100% and the points of fingers. And yes, she is not denying that she called her a derogatory name. She is not. Because, to be honest with you, Manders was speaking on this person without them being in the chat, was accusing them of sitting in a box for gifts, accused them of sitting with Skylar, and what else did she accuse her of, Fallon?
Sitting with someone we don't speak on.
Oh, yeah, and somebody that we do not speak on this platform, and if you don't know, I do apologize, but we will not speak of said gentleman's name. And that's where I'm going to leave that. Only because if you know this creator, you know it's very toxic.
And they can't see because of the boxes, so if you can just scroll up a little or no?
What do you need me to do?
Just scroll up periodically when you get through so they can screenshot it and blow it up for themselves and see it all.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you can see, and Kim's autistic son, he's in the box with us right now, which is my Theo Fetch. Hello, honey. As you can see, he did say she puts the fugly. I'm being for real. She might want to private her account, which he was upset that somebody was accusing his friend of something out of context. So he was upset, rightfully so. And he did make that comment. It did not come from Fallon. It did not come from myself. It did not come from Amber Victoria. And it did not come from anybody else. And I will say that Fetch did go into a live the night that Manders decided that she was going to show screenshots and cry like a baby that she was being talked about in a private Discord, which I do want to reiterate. This was a private Discord, which I do know who sent these screenshots out. Me and this person have spoken. Everybody in these boxes do know who that person is. I won't out them if they're willing to admit it. Great. I would appreciate it.
Can you turn off the comments for them for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because I don't know how.
Does anybody know how to turn off?
The comments are below the pictures anyway, so I don't know how the comments are.
Yeah, I was gonna. To me, they're below anyway.
I can see everything clearly. Sorry to interrupt. I can see everything clearly. Also, I did apologize to Manders, but if she's gonna keep continuing, I'd say it again. Bop bop. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you did apologize. You went in there and you definitely 100% multiple times.
Like, this is, I'm not trying to pull like this card, but like, this is a grown woman. I'm not going to say my age, just know I'm a lot younger than her. And like, I've completely didn't even realize like this stuck in her head so much that she needs to bring it up after 6 months. Like, I've had a job and started college and things like that in the time, like, and completely forgot about Manders. But I don't know if she has a job or not, but we stay on her mind rent free.
Amen. And I will. Can somebody start a poll just to see if they can see this better? I turned off comments as requested. Like, I don't want any issues.
Fern said they need to be moved to the right. They can't see the white comments.
I can't move it anymore. Is that better?
I don't know. The comments are off.
Ah! All right, here, I'll turn them. I'm really bad at this, guys. Okay, so bear with me here. Can you guys see it better?
She said yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to show, because this side right here is the original screenshots that were sent to Manders. And then this is the current name changes on the Discord because names changed from that point. So I just wanted to clarify, have them side by side. Just Stop said that I can admit that it was her that sent them because Just Stop was in my Discord. We had met Just Stop. She joined my Discord. We thought she was cool. Just Stop went off in her own direction. And then Just Stop already knows I told her she stabbed me in the back. And Manders has always stated that she handles things on the back end. And I will reiterate that Manders did not handle anything on the back end. Instead of what she did was she attacked us in an awareness live with over 400 people on New Year's Eve, which was uncalled for, which I believe me, I have screenshots for that as well. So we'll move on to the next. I'm just trying to compare because I'm being told that these screenshots were manipulated. Also, I had been friends with another creator for a very long time. This other creator was accused just the other day of sending her screenshots, which were different than the original screenshots that she got. Who touched the boxes? Sissy, I was on TikTok on New Year's Eve because, I don't know, I guess I don't have a life.
I think it was the eve of New Year's Eve. That was the 29th. Or was it the 30th? Hell, I don't.
This was the 29th. These messages were from the 29th, but the night that she came in to confront us was New Year's Eve, which it's coming up. Don't worry. Okay, so here's the screenshot side by side. If anybody needs me to move stuff, let me know here. What I'll do, can you guys see at least the white right now? Shady, go to bed. I love you, Shady. Okay, so you guys see this screenshot here. I'm going to show you the newer screenshot just so you can see that nothing has changed. Not even the likes, the comment, like, you know, the heart reactions, nothing. Nothing has changed. So again, I do know that there was a moment to where there was a possibility of a remark on looks, but there was no body shaming as far as this person is claiming. So here's another set of screenshots. Here, I'll blow up the white first. Sorry, guys. I'm saying, are you friends with Skylar? And I have Fallon saying, guys, Manders isn't a mod still. Why the F is she sitting in a box while this dude is talking about Jeff? How? Why? What the hell? Mind you, she was a mod for All for One at the time, and somebody was speaking on All for One, and Manders didn't defend it, nothing. And again, you can see Kim's biggest enabler again said a word in regards to that. And then she also claimed that she was new. And Amber's been around for a long time. She just never was in boxes or anything like that. She kind of, whatever, she got more comfortable once we all got together, you know, that kind of stuff. Here is the current messages from that Discord with the, again, you can change your names, guys. You can change your names on Discord as many times as you want. But this is showing you that the messages have not changed. They have not been altered. The likes have not been altered. Nothing. Do you guys see that? Am I crazy? Yeah, Shady, this is a Kim Discord. Yes. Okay, moving on. We now have this one, which again, Fetch is in the box, and Fetch will take accountability that, yes, he made some comments and he did apologize. And then you have Amber, who said, she's like, well, I don't know you either. Like, Amber saying, well, I don't know you either. I don't know your white trash either. Your point. And then, you know, Fallon, which again, her name is The Fallon, so I don't know how that got misconstrued, saying, do your research on who's who. So here is the current. And mind you, where'd that go? Oh, mind you, this was taken today at 6:39. This darn app is not helping me right now, guys.
Dude, you have to pay my car. What the fuck?
To see that these have not changed. And then I said, where have you been, honey? Like, that you don't know any of us. You know what I mean? So let's move forward. You know, basically me saying, Manders, where have you been? Because not everyone knows the OGs, but hello. And then you have Fetch saying, real shit. I knew Amber long before the name Manders came around. I second this, speak from personal opinion. And then again, here is, this app is not my friend tonight, guys.
Can I speak something real quick?
Absolutely.
So, sorry, I worked a 12-hour shift, so I'm just gonna say this again in case Manders is watching. I apologize for what I said. Could I have called you ugly in a nicer way? Yes. You are not physically attractive to me. I don't know if that's considered body shaming, but you're not gonna be physically attractive to everyone. Sorry about it, toots. I admit I did say that. Fallon did not say that, so I don't know where that's coming from. In case there's any screen recordings, I mytho-fetched or far-fetched or whatever you want to call me, did say what you are claiming Fallon said. And I am so sorry that you took that to heart and you ran with it and are continuing this after 6 months. I am exhausted. I'm tired from being an adult, so I am going to hop off. If you guys are still on, when I get done picking up my fiance from work, I will hop back on if you need me to handle anything. I'm over Manders and I'm over whatever's going on. I like this group of people. This group of people is a great group of people, and that is why I defended them the way I did. And I will continue to do so as long as this continues to keep coming around.
Thank you,
And
Fetch.
that's all I've asked for, and that's the only reason why I requested you in the box, was just so you can clarify that. And I know you took accountability, and I know you went in there, and we were all there. We did witness it. Our fault for not screen recording or whatever, but we were all in the moment. But that's all I asked for. So I really appreciate you just taking the time to do this. So we love you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Please be careful going home and picking up your fiance.
Yes. Alrighty. Let's move on because we're liars. Because that's all we do is lie. I guess. I don't know.
And I do want to appreciate Piglegs for going in, and I got several messages that he went in and tried to explain the Discord to Manders because maybe she's not in a Discord and she doesn't know how it works whenever you reply back to someone. But one of the other things that I wanted to appreciate him for was trying to let her know that basically you're the misinformation here. Here's what's going on, and let me help you with it. Um, Again, it was a message that I received, so I'll be getting the screen recording later. But anytime there are edited messages, it will say edited. Fern made that comment earlier that if you edit anything, it's going to say edited by it.
And I do want All For One to know, if he is in the chat, to not take offense to anything that was said from like maybe other people, like Betty Nuggs. She just was upset because if you don't want to acknowledge it, it wasn't any ill will or anything like that. It was a matter of being upset at the fact that somebody who was your mod and we had respected was not defending you. So it was disheartening. So I just want to say that. And, you know, Amber saying I've been around a few years for now. Just saying, again, she did call Manders a derogatory name. And claiming that she is a backstabbing, and she's not wrong. She's not wrong in that context at all. And then, you know, Fargo noticing that the host was following All For One. And Betty Nuggs has been around for a long time as well. They're not a box hopper, that kind of stuff. And here is the other one, just showing that there's nothing altered. There's nothing changed. There's nothing doctored, as some people want to sit and claim. Well, too many pages. Nobody's trying to recruit you, so I hope you have a great day. And you be kind as well, because maybe if other people were kind, we wouldn't have to do this. So many blessings, and have the day you deserve.
Again, guys,
That feels like that's something to do with the Manders side, by the way, just so we're clear.
they did come from that side, but again, they have been fed many lies, and they don't know what the truth is because they don't know us.
Exactly. And I'm tired of being lied on. So here's another screenshot.
And I can't appreciate you guys enough.
I mean,
we all can't. Thank you for being here to see the truth, see the proof. Truth is not bullying, and asking your questions. We appreciate you for being here to see it.
I would understand, Puckett, where you say like maybe Paige is a good person, but the way that they just like presented themselves, to me, shows that they've already picked a side. So to me, then I have nothing left to say.
Oh wait, that's Paige? No. Paige just doesn't understand. It's totally. Maybe it was the way it was written, but again, she has tried to listen to as many stories as she can, but she has been fed a lot of misinformation. So if she's in here fact finding, I think you need to leave her in here so she can allow to see the truth.
And I'm going to also invite anybody to the box who wants to speak their grievances or talk this out, or who may be confused or has questions, because some of the comments I'm a little confused. But I'm just saying, like, this is black and white. Nothing has been changed. Nothing has been altered. I I'm just tired of being lied on. And when you see the truth and it's unfortunately too late, don't come back coming to us, because we've tried to tell you. So, and this is where I'm trying to say there's been many people who are in this chat that I've reached out to try and help protect their platforms from something like this. And I have been brushed off and I have been ignored. And that's okay, because it's your platform, not mine. I respect you. I respect your platform. And you're welcome to whoever you want on your platform. But I do want you to see the true colors, and I want you to see the transparency that I don't have anything to hide, and none of these group of people have anything to hide. But we are tired of being dragged, okay? Because we are actually being dragged. I don't know if certain people know the definition of dragged, but Manders has never been dragged. Not once. And the story that she's been dragged is a crock of garbage.
And not to
And
mention the names that we've been called is
Yes.
insane.
right. Not only that, remember, okay, so she wants to sit there and remind us all that I did call her a derogatory name on a live one night. Yes, because you were stalking me in lives, purposely making comments, purposely saying stuff to me, and I have multiple witnesses to that. I did. I lost my cool, and I said what I said, and I'm not going to take it back, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm
Guys,
not.
this was an awareness live on Kim in which we were trying to set the record straight on the amount of misinformation that was being involved. And she kept coming in and harassing and spamming the chat. And then she got up in the box and she showed her ass in a box. And I promise you, if it wouldn't have been for an awareness live that was going on and had so many people in there and people were engaging and asking questions and the amount of receipts that we were showing, I would have probably lost my shit in there. But you don't get in a box. You don't bust up an awareness live. Could you imagine back in the day with Days of Beg Talk, or if Scam Opera was live, or Auburn was holding a live, or Penny Ferry was holding a live, going up in there and airing your grievances, showing your ass in the middle of that awareness live? That's unheard of. And I, that to me was the biggest disrespect and middle finger to the awareness community versus what she's doing now. It's the same, it's on the same level. It's just different now because it's a different group of people. It's still you guys though, because you guys support this community. You guys are the backbone of everything that we do. We're just in boxes. You are the silent watchers who go out and do the work that is making a difference in messaging these people, sharing our videos, posting, liking. You guys are the reason that this community is still standing, because I promise you there's been many, many days that I've wanted to say, fuck this shit 30 and I'm out. Because I can turn this app off and walk away, but it's you guys that are important. You guys doing the work. And that's the reason that I'm still around, to do the work that I learned from these OGs that were doing it back in the day and still doing it today, or trying to, because they're having all of these issues coming in and interruptions when they're trying to do the work that they did back then. There's only one difference. There's a fly in the ointment, and it's the other ones that are being misled. The newer ones that are being brought are being misled by the amount of misinformation that they're giving. And I know that she thinks that my favorite word is misinformation, or maybe Rammer Jammer's favorite word is misinformation. But when you're around doing fuck shit with misinformation, you are the problem. Sorry,
Speaking
troll.
of that, where's Rammer?
Phone call, she'll be here soon.
So this was not included in the original messages, and this was where Amber was saying, Amanda, do it, which I'm not 100% sure of the context, so I can't really get into it. But Manders was going off. She was in a live. As you can see, the live down here is showing it was Just Stop Already's live. And Manders did go in there and she did start crying. And and was completely a hot mess, and like bringing it to the app, which we had never brought it to the app. We didn't go onto the app to talk to her about it or anything like that. Anything, we would have wanted to handle it on the back end. She decided to join that live and start showing screenshots to which fit her narrative, and only the screenshots in which were negative, obviously, and to what fit her storyline. So there's that. And then we have this as well, just stating, and Amber stating that she was always invited to the boxes and, you know, stuff like that. And here is the other side of it, again with name changes, obviously, because you can change your names on Discord as many times as you want. I know a lot of people say Discord is vile and this and that. If it is a controlled and, you know, not an extremely huge, large Discord, it's easily monitored, it doesn't get out of control, and it's not dangerous, and it's a place to where people with the same interests can talk. There are some Discords that are vile, disgusting, and crazy, and that is not one that this one was. And it's disgusting that we were accused of it. So let's move on. This is the end of it here, where Amber is saying, yeah, I'm using her for clout since I'm an influencer and go live. And then the conversation ended up changing because of LR and Ronnie and a bunch of stuff that was going on. So the conversation had ended up turning, and that was the end of it. So there is the whole Manders being dragged, guys. That's how Manders was dragged. Just so we're clear. Again, she was not dragged on TikTok. She wasn't dragged in any way. It was behind the scenes. She could have reached out to somebody and spoke to them. And Just Stop knows, I've told her, she could have reached out to us as well. Just Stop did reiterate to me that she explained to Manders that she didn't know who was behind the names on the accounts, and Manders assumed. She false jacketed quite a few people in her reign of terror, and it was unacceptable. Then we have this. Okay. So this is where December 30th, we did hold a live, right? And here is Manders on her the fuck account asking Fallon if she was in a Discord, in which Fallon did not deny. She said, yes, I was. Okay. Then we have her going, Amber, do you want to tell everyone what you called me, or should I? And then she made the comment of, watch who you all sit with. That's all. Good luck to you all. Now, mind you, she joined the box, and this was an awareness live again. Had nothing to do with anything but awareness. She joined the box and she attacked every single person in the box, and she accused them of so many different things. And I'm gonna say that this statement right here, this is watch who you all sit with, that's all, good luck to you all, is a statement that Manders meant to all of you who are sitting with her right now.
Yeah, well, we've been saying that for years.
And Manners hasn't even been around that long. Believe me, I already have a PowerPoint presentation ready to go so that we can start an exposing on Manners, because we have her about September 24th coming around. And that was when Amanda, who's doing satire now, was doing awareness, and Manners was up in her box. She's all been a box hopper, bouncing around, trying to get a place into anywhere she can. And she has given the Kool-Aid to the side that she's sitting on. And this is my point. This is the start of it. She just continued to antagonize, and she followed us around live to live to live from there, to the point I ended up losing my cool one night. And this is all I have left to say. Let's be real, Let's be real, Manders. Let's see your receipts. Come on. Come on. You want to talk all big, bad, mighty, and you're such this whatever, and you're so real? Where's your receipts? Where's your morale? Where's your honesty? Where's your integrity? It's nowhere. You're fake. You're bullshit. Nobody believes you, and that's what pisses you off. You got those people fooled over on that side, which good luck for them. You guys deserve each other at this point. I had respected Cass at one point, but I've lost all respect for Cass now at this point, because you know what? Cass is not the person I thought she was. Not after what I've seen. And this is now where I open up the boxes to anybody that has anything they want to say. Anybody who wants to come up, possibly say anything in regards, have you been affected by the situation? Have you seen anything like that? I invite you up to the boxes. They're open. And Fallon, I will give it to you, babe. Oh, Digital wants to come on up. Hold on one sec.
Okay. Hey guys,
Oh.
so I haven't experienced anything that I in particular want to share, but what I want to say is this, from as someone from the outside looking in, I can't even keep all of the names straight. And when they change names and they come in and you have no idea who they are, it is hard. It is hard to know who said what when, because the names keep changing. And they change on purpose because they don't want you to know who they are, right? And then it's hard to know, as someone who's relatively new, who said what to who was mad with somebody else. It's hard to keep straight. That's all I want to say. It's hard to keep straight. But as Fallon always says, receipts don't lie. Receipts don't have a position. They just are.
So can I ask you a question? What was
Sure.
confusing is the fact that the Discord names changed?
Okay.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying is, like, so in my live the other day, somebody came in on a name that I didn't recognize and like laid out their grievances in my live.
Right.
Which I don't particularly like when people do, because I don't know the circumstances. So I kind of just sit there like, oh, I'm really sorry that happened to you. Because I don't know what to say. Because I don't have the receipts to counteract anything that's said. So what I was saying was, when people come in with different names, it can throw you off.
I
And so it's hard to know. And so then when you're just swiping across TikTok and you see a group of people, you don't know. Ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry. My cat scratched me. You don't know who's who
well, I
until
get
the
that.
receipts come out.
I do get that. On as far as TikTok goes, because you can change your name every 7 days, it can get confusing. That kind of stuff. That's why I kind of laid out the platform as far as a Discord goes, because the stuff that was brought to the internet as far as the dragging and stuff was per Discord conversation, which was not on the public platform.
Correct. There's
And
no video that explains what happened.
no, we have the video. I just
No,
have
no, no. I know
deleted
that, but what I'm saying is there was no video for the community at large to see, to see, so that we could like, okay, this and this and this happened. And I'm not saying that you need to. I'm just saying that for the community, we knew there was a left side and a right side.
right.
And so I appreciate that you came with receipts because that's what we need. So
I just am asking, and I've asked many people, just to be weary, because I've never meant ill will, and when I kind of come to people with intuitions about people, I tell you because I just feel like something's off, something's not right, but I need you to learn on your own,
right.
obviously, but I will say, protect your platform. There are people out there who are not in your best interest and are not people who you should really truly be associated with. And I did kind of have a conversation in regards to that as well with somebody in regards to Van Pre, because this person's being fed something that she has no idea from a different side, and she doesn't have both sides of the story. And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, there's one common denominator, and it's very clear. And if you can't see it at this point, I can't save you from here.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. And I'm only speaking for myself. I can't speak for anybody else.
Hey, that's all you can
This
do.
whole thing is confusing as hell. I'm just gonna be honest. But your receipts cleared up a lot. Let me put it that way. Before your receipts, it was just like everybody had an opinion.
Right.
And so I appreciate you coming out with your receipts because it makes it more clear. And I would hope that she would do the same thing.
Yep.
Pull out your receipts, and then we can compare, and then people can decide what they want to do from there.
Well,
But
that's
I'm
why I left the option open. Everybody was invited, and I would have been nothing but more fair to compare receipts, to have the conversation. Because if anybody knows me, I tend not to try and be confrontational. I try not to be drama based. I try to be here for the purpose I'm here for.
right.
And it's just been months of slander and negativity, and it's not fair on me to continue to sit back and allow somebody to continue to say things on me that are not true or accurate. And
Oh yeah.
did people get at did certain people say things? Yes, and they took accountability for it. Did I do it? No. Did Fallon do it? No. So the fact that we're being dragged and being told that we're body shaming or we're bullying or we're doing this, that's not fair. That's why at this point it was time to show the receipts, because it's not fair that we're being ostracized because of one person's word. With no factual evidence, just somebody's word. You're going off somebody's word. You're not going off of what they've actually said or done. And mind you, I have the transcript. I have the screen recording of what started this all, with accusations of somebody speaking upon somebody without even knowing who they are. And they could have easily reached out to the person that they modded for and said, hey, who is this person? They seem newer to your live. Instead, it was an immediate bashing session on somebody who didn't deserve it. So all I'm trying to do is clear the air to know that I'm not a bully, Fallon's not a bully, Scam Opera's not a bully. That's not what we are. And the false narrative is tiring. And I really didn't want to do this, but I'm just over it. And it was time to do this.
I have to interrupt for just a second.
All over it at this point, right?
I just want to say
It's
thank
went on
you.
long enough.
Thank you for letting me up and answering my questions. I'm going to drop down.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. I do have to interrupt really quick. I'm sorry, checkmate. Guys, the reason that I have invited Xmas Girl here is because, like I told her a couple of weeks ago, that there will be some screenshots and some recordings that will be coming out, and her face is on them. And I don't ever want to talk about someone, have screenshots of someone who are not here physically to see everything that's being said about them. She was part of the awareness live when she came up in a box and we were talking about her enabling Kim and all the reasons why she shouldn't be doing so and she should be saving her money. And so it's not fair to speak on someone when her face is up on a screenshot because she was part of the awareness live. And that's exactly what is being done to us. We're being blocked in Mander's chat and we can't have our say or defend ourselves because they're in a private live because they don't want to face the truth, because they know that they have absolutely nothing because the truth is on our side. Okay, sorry.
All right. I want to welcome the boxes open to anybody who would like to express anything they have to say at this point.
I would like to, can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if y'all know me, I'm from the medical community and the cancer community. I follow the awareness community because these girls are my friends. But I have to speak up because last night, well, let me back up. There are videos going around exposing a particular person, Becca, on here, spreading false accusations towards a few of the medical personnel on TikTok. And y'all, if y'all know, y'all know. It's about somebody hacking their My Chart, which is totally impossible. I caught Becca in Cassie's live last night, asked her to call me, and she did. And I told Becca she needed to retract the accusations that she threw towards Virgo and Rammer. And as you know, when these accusations are thrown out, it causes speculation into people's integrity. And that really burnt my ass when I heard her making these accusations toward these women. She agreed to make a video, and I said it only have to be a 30-second video. You don't have to make a 10-minute video, just make a 30. She agreed. I woke up this morning to a message from her stating she was not going to do it, that she was too sick, blah, 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 blah. Okay, my point is, if you're too damn sick, then why are you on TikTok? You know, you're on TikTok in these boxes, but you can't retract what you threw accusations about. You can't do a video, and it just really burnt my ass. Now, she sits with Manders and she sits with Cassie, and I just want y'all to know that this lady is trouble. She's throwing accusations towards the medical community, which isn't right. And that's all I got to say. She sits, and this is the type of people that Manders sits with, throwing accusations that have no backup, no proof. She's just throwing crap out there. And I did ask Becca last night, who has seen your medical records? And she said, I have, which y'all know, if y'all, I know a little about blood work because of my particular situation. I'm not a specialist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. But for the life of me, I can't remember her sending me her medical record for her blood work. I don't remember. But she probably did, and I probably just deleted it. But the truth is, there's no way anybody can get your medical records unless you share them. That is the only way. And if you are in the medical community and you go and you work at a particular hospital or clinic that has your records, if you get caught sharing those, you could get fired. So nobody in their right mind in the medical community are going to share those records. So this is the kind of people that sit with Manders, and I don't like talking bad about people, but this just really crawled underneath my skin last night. But yeah, I'm sorry, and I'm done. I'm done. That's all I wanted to say.
Um, Let me say this real quick because I think it's important because I keep hearing this all over this app. Please stop giving people your personal information. Stop giving out your personal phone number. There is no reason to give that kind of information on this app. You can talk to people on Snapchat. You can do an Instagram call. There's so many other ways to communicate. Please stop. If you're doing that, please stop giving people your personal information. Even if you think they're your best friend in the whole wide world, you don't know these people in real life.
No, you don't. And it's proved that regardless of how close you think you are to these people, they will stab you in the back. So y'all just be careful out there.
Yeah.
It is a dangerous world on TikTok. It really is. And Scam Opera, I agree with you. I regret giving my number out to so many people. But there are certain women and men on here that I have given my number out to that I'm very close and dear with. And I feel comfortable with that. But other people, it's to a halt. TikTok is getting very, very scary these days. Very scary. But if y'all want to know about the aorta or multiple myeloma or blood cancer or amyloidosis, y'all could hit me up in the DMs. And I'm on Instagram too. So, and I can answer a lot of questions. They might not be the best answers, but I just want to push my page on there. But anyway, I quit going live. I quit making videos because my videos kept getting taken down. Is that right grammar? But and reported. And if y'all know my videos just show pictures. They don't show graphic information, and I darn sure don't do any kind of illegal activities on my page. I never have and I never will. But I would say 75% of my videos got reported and taken down. And it's very upsetting because when somebody comes on here and tries to spread awareness, whether it be for scammers or for people, bullies, or for medical issues, you get attacked. And that whole group has attacked my page and other ladies in here, y'all's pages too, and it's not fair to us who have a message to get out there.
Exactly. And Miss Sue, there are so many people behind you who support you. We love you. And please don't stop spreading your videos. I love seeing them. I really do. And I always think of you and your husband, and please keep being who you are. And I'm sorry that just because of where you go, you're being scrutinized, and that's not fair.
It's really not fair to any of us. It really isn't. Just because I hang with Checkmate and Scam Opera and Samantha and Virgo, it's unbelievable what this other group is doing to other groups, and it's not fair to us. It
And I'm
really
gonna
isn't.
agree because I'm an absolute fucking delightful person.
You are,
Just
honey.
saying.
You really are. You're just beautiful inside and out. But it's really not fair. It's unkind, and it's very upsetting. Um, and yeah, Manders did block me.
That's
Cassie
crazy.
hasn't, but after tonight, Cassie will probably block me too. But it's okay. I'm okay with that. But y'all don't feel bad if any of that group block you. It's just a big cesspool of gossip, and it's not fair. It's really not fair. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to get down because I got to go take care of Mr. Perry.
All right,
But
we
I
love
love
you.
you guys. Love
Bye.
you guys.
Good night,
Thanks for
Mrs. We
listening.
love you. Yeah, and I just want to say that I don't block anyways. I don't block. So if you want to come in my page when I'm live, you can come in because we don't block.
Hey, y'all.
Nobody has to choose a side.
I forgot how to get out of here. Y'all going to have to get me out
I
of here.
got you.
I forgot.
I got you, Miss Sue. Don't worry. And yeah, I
Won't let
try
me
not to
send
block
Rammer an invite.
either. Who?
Rammer, it won't let me send her an invite.
Can she comment? Cause
Where the fuck you at, girl?
Private.
She's
Oh,
not.
that's why I can't invite
Is she
her.
private?
Jammer, why you going private? What's going on? What you trying to hide, girl?
I hopped down. I didn't know why I
I've
hopped
been
up here.
private for quite a while now. Every comment I make on videos gets reported. My lives get reported. Everything gets reported. So
Yeah, all
I've
my
been on.
comments have been going down too. It's fine.
Yeah. So I've been on private for all of this year.
I think I came in a few minutes late. Did I miss where you showed the doctored screenshots? Did I hear you had doctored screenshots also?
There are no doctored screenshots. Was my
That's why I
point.
was wondering if somebody had like sent screenshots and edited it and sent it back to you. I just caught the entail of where I heard doctored screenshots, and then that's where I entered. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if I missed
No.
anything.
It was being claimed they were doctored. So what I did was I showed the original screenshots that were sent to said person, and then I showed the ones that we were able to get from tonight because that Discord is still open with access to certain people, and names were changed. So we were just showing that the context never changed.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Then I misheard everything. I was just waiting, eating my popcorn patiently. I am so sorry. I'll
We're
continue
glad
being
you
a
asked,
comment.
Christina. We're glad you asked.
We were
Have a good
trying to
night.
debunk the rumor that they were doctored because multiple times it's been said that they've been doctored and manipulated and made out to be so and so, and that's not the case. So we just wanted to clarify that. So thank you for asking. Oh, she left. Okay.
Minutes ago. What do you mean?
I don't know. I guess I'll talk to myself.
I'm just playing.
This is the Trolla show. I'm just kidding. I appreciate everybody who came in to kind
You're
of.
okay, Christina. We're glad that you asked. And it has been said that those screenshots have been doctored, and that's why Trollavision put them side by side to show only the names changed. The information is still the same. As of today, earlier today, it was said by Manders that the information and the screenshots have been manipulated and that she has the originals. And we just proved right then and there by side-by-side screenshots as of 6:30, the information is still the same, and it's It's never been manipulated. We don't have anything to hide. There is no reason for us to lie. We've spent a lifetime building our integrity. We've spent years building our integrity and credibility on this app because that's what's behind our names. So we're not going to let somebody tear it down.
Screenshots. Again, yeah, Manders, you're welcome over here. I'm sure you're listening, or sure you have somebody listening. The fact that you won't box up and you won't take accountability and you won't admit that you lie and you've actually dragged us, shows your character. And I wish nothing but the absolute best for you. Because whatever you get, you deserve at this point.
Can I speak?
No, you cannot. Hush.
My name is Jennifer. I feel like we're in a
Mute yourself.
She may have hit a button or something.
I'm not a moderator. Somebody muted me.
Oh.
It was Rammer.
It wasn't me. I was waiting on your monotone voice.
Somebody muted me. Samantha. Well, I'm not a hoe.
Did you just Did you just say you're not a hoe?
Hey.
Yes.
I have a question. Now that you said that, can we have the HO0RE come up to the platform, please? I'm just kidding.
What I was gonna say is I'm the bully. I'm a weird MFer, and I am mentally. What am I mentally?
Unstable.
Insensitive.
You're a snake.
And yeah, no, I called her a snake. And it's the truth. And all you do is talk about us 24/7. And then you hide behind a private live instead of coming out and say it with your whole chest like you act like you do.
Yeah, I too asked in Digital's Live one morning because I can't talk to Manders because I'm blocked on several accounts. And my response was to having a conversation was, no, you're too toxic. Period. So, whatever.
I heard people making references to garden utensils, so here I am.
Well, I'm glad the whore showed up.
Not two of us jumping in the box at the same time.
Like, Jennifer, I know that was a dig on me, Jennifer. I know that was a dig on me.
It was because you was talking to my man in the chat.
What the fuck?
Fuck, save us.
I'm gonna start talking to him in the DMs now, bitch.
Oh. Well, you're teaching me your ways, so, you know. Some people.
Pics yet?
No.
Oh, my bad. Left turn. I told you not to let me in the box.
It just makes no sense to me how you can sit over there day after day and then throughout the day just throw in some names for some clout and just get away with it because we don't call you out. We waited for months to do so. And now it's affecting so many new solid people that they don't know which way to take their team. They don't know which way to go. There are so many new awareness people that are coming on that I heard you shout them out in your chat in a recording that was sent to me that they have really no idea who you are, Manders. And you are so fake that when you say something, it makes me physically ill that when you say something, it makes me physically ill to see how you're going to treat those people, because those are good, solid people. They're truly trying to do the right thing. They're trying to take on what was taught to us over a period of time for years of people creating the awareness community.
Can we
And
get
if
a
you are trashing
hallelujah?
it, stop making me laugh.
Sorry, I'm just sorry.
It just makes no sense to me how we're going to polarize everybody because they want to do their own thing, but then you want to insert yourself, and you learned a new word. I don't know if you have that toilet paper that has the word of the day on it and you came across the word interjection, but that word
Sorry,
interjected is not what you think it means.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were going to say rage bait.
Fallon, yeah, you need to
I
stop
did
rage
too.
baiting up
Who
there.
let Fallon out of the cage tonight?
Fallon, stop rage baiting up there. Also, where can I get some of this toilet paper with the word of the day? Because we don't have it in Canada.
That's what I was gonna say. Not the toilet paper.
You have to message Manders on the back end, although she doesn't believe in doing that. But if you could message her on the back end, she can help you.
Listen, I know a lot about the back end. That's why I'm a hoe.
Oh,
Amazon?
girl, we know. Manders told us your whole life story. Like,
Not me going to. Did she tell you how much of a success I am?
she said, she's like, Sam uses TikTok as a dating app. Who cares? Like, girl, you jealous? Your man don't want to touch you? What? Sorry.
Yeah, actually. I'm gonna start a dating. I'm gonna start a dating lives.
Oh yeah, like those lives where they do like the where they try and set you up.
Yeah,
Cherry
immediately
Berry will be
after
your
this
first
live, it's
guest.
gonna start.
Well,
Can we
you
start with
better get ready for 1,000 people in your live because I'm a hot commodity.
Can we start with Sam and Scott Martin?
Nope,
No.
that's Jennifer's guy.
Cherry Berry will beat them all down with a stick.
Oh my gosh.
She will be the first one in the dating app.
That was epic, that moment on TikTok.
I know somebody else that'll be the first one. Not me.
They'll be like, "What do you do for fun, Jennifer?" And she's like,
Eat
"Oh,
tacos.
you know, I use Chat GPT on the daily."
What else is there to do?
Oh, God.
Don't
I just
worry.
heard a little difference in your voice with that laugh.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't worry. I have a Chat GPT for you coming up when I get a free one because I'm not paying for it like some people.
I bet you do. I can't wait to see it.
Hey, did anybody wish Manders well on her first day of work? Because I heard a rumor she was starting work like in the middle of this week, so I was just curious.
There was a delay because equipment.
Oh, of course.
But I did start my work on Tuesday, a real job, 9 to 5.
Good for you.
Nice.
9 to 6.
Sounds sus since she kept changing the hours.
Well,
She
they
forgot about
close
her
at
lunch
5.
break.
No, they close at 5:30. But if I want 40 hours, I can stay till 6. But sometimes I might just leave at 5:30.
You're already starting to be a rebel. Wow.
Yes. Mhm.
Wow. Look at that. See, now we know Jennifer's the problem, you guys.
I am a bully.
That darn Jennifer.
And Duck Duck, just because I make posts with a duck doesn't mean it's about you.
Goose.
Duck Duck's got a lot to say, but yet, where's she at?
No, she hides behind a private live and waits for Manders.
Quack, quack. Where you at? Quack, quack. Does that work or what?
Yes, her name is Duck
Wait,
Duck.
And then Manders, the fuck? Can you come in here? Why don't you stand up and stand behind what you're sitting here running your trap about? I don't know. She's playing Duck Duck Goose.
Manders.
Then she thinks she was the original person to make up the fuck when we were in a live streaming Erica making fun of her because that's all she would ever say. And I made an account said the fuck I peed my pants. I made one that said the fuck get a job. I made one that said deduct because I didn't spell right. So you're not original.
I actually heard on a live that I got that certain people hyperfixate on like one set of like beggar scammer, and that's a problem. But can anybody in this box or chat tell me that for months they did not bully and harass Bree and Ty? Was that not hyperfixation on one certain specific individual? Because I'm pretty sure that they would literally antagonize them for months on end.
That's literally all they stream 99% of the time. I'm not crazy.
I mean, I know I'm not either, but I'm just curious. But we're not awareness anymore because somebody that we consider our best friend was called out for something, and now we are no longer awareness, and we don't want to be a part of awareness because we don't believe in receipts.
And Manders, I get it. You can't handle what we do in this chat and what we do in this boxes, so you don't need to be called awareness. I'm glad every time you say I'm not awareness, because goddamn, you don't have the balls or the tits to do any of this. You don't have the credibility, the integrity, or the stamina to be able to handle somebody telling you to go fuck yourself in the messages that you send when you're trying to help somebody.
Oh, not the tits again, damn it.
I love fighting.
Listen, I'm just gonna say right now, if y'all bitches don't stop using my shit,
not the
Virgo down there, she's all right. She's all right. You know where she got that from? That's mine.
Yes, that's where I learned it. I learned a lot of stuff from you, Samantha.
Christina, don't do it. Christina, don't do it.
I tried to get the hacker up in here, but she didn't want to join.
No, she says she's driving.
Oh,
I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna play the fucking clip.
I could.
Virgo, why don't you go hack yourself up some new lines?
I'm all about petty. Let's play whatever. Let's do it. Come on. Come on.
It's gonna take me a minute.
Let's
we got lots
do
of
this.
minutes.
I like
I'm gonna hop down in
fun.
the comments. I'm going to the store.
Okay.
Okay, well, you better come back.
Hey, Samantha, do you like Virgo's picture?
Petty LaBelle, is it Petty LaBelle? Belle Petty? What's her name?
Call her Petty.
Yeah, I don't like that. It gives me PTSD.
Real PTSD move.
Petty, while you're at the store, can you grab me some of that toilet paper, please? I'll send you a PayPal.
The first word is interjected.
Interesting. I thought it would have been something like integrity.
I think that I got, it must have fell off in transit. She doesn't know that meaning of that word.
No. But I mean, maybe if she wipes her ass with it enough times, it'll just kind of get into her, you know what I mean?
By osmosis?
Yeah. That's also my favorite Ozzy Osbourne album. Thank you.
But on a serious note, we really aren't bullies. We really aren't bad people.
Bad person.
I mean,
not
I
a bad
am.
person.
We're not. I'm the nicest person you ever met, but I am an instigator, and I hold grudges, so I will never forget.
I love somebody that shoots straight from the hip, tells you like it is.
Like you, Rammer, and Samantha, and Scam, and Virgo. I don't like fake people.
I mean, Virgo's all right.
Well, the hacker's here. We better be nice.
Over my name.
And checkmate.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's because you just agreed with me. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
And
the other
Portia.
Bring it up.
the other thing too, Manders, you know, whenever there's people over there that sit there and they say, well, I'm going to sit over here because who cares what they think and whatever, you know, all the bite back that we normally get from the messaging of people from enablers who say, I'm going to give my money to whoever I want to give to. I'm going to gift whoever I want to gift to because, you know, they want to not be told what to do. But at the same time, I can probably show you 95.9% people always come back in my DMs and the DMs in this chat and the panel and say, man, I wish I would listen to you. That's $50 I'll never see again. In some cases, $500 that they'll never see again because they wanted to gift out of spite because they didn't want to take the moment to understand that I'm not taking time out of my day to message you and say this person's been scamming people for 3 years because I like it. It's not fun for me.
Half of those people over there that say, I'm sitting over here because I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who you are. So sit where you please, because that's why this is like the least affected I've ever been by a situation on TikTok, because I don't know any of those people over there besides Cass and Ryan Ray. I mean, Mike, but you know what I mean? Like, all of those people feeding their ego. Who the fuck is Little Ray? Who are you? Like,
I
who
literally
are
don't know.
you?
Y'all, and the thing is those are the people that came up when I did. So I really like those people. Like, it concerns me that they're being, you know, led by lies because they're being given so many keywords that make your antenna go up and you're just like, well, I don't like that. They don't need to treat you that way. That you're just sticking up for a friend. When the whole situation, there's a whole thing going on before it even got to that. This is just the now group that's being attacked by her because there's always a narcissistic friend in every group. She just happens to be it. And when it's your turn, it's a shame because I don't want you hurt. I like you, Little Ray. You stood for something. You made a difference with the way that you did things, even back whenever you were, you know, talking with Jin Jin. When you were, you know, messaging with Jin Jin and you wanted to help her so much, even back then, you had a good heart. So is your heart leading you down for Manders and your bleeding heart for her in the same token? Because come to the side of the truth and just hear it. You don't have to sit anywhere near me. It's fine. But just so I know you're not going to get hurt in the long run, just see it for yourself and make up your mind. And if you still want to, you know, kick it with that, that's fine. But just know both sides. And please know that I'm not ever going to lie on anybody because I don't want people to do it on me or the people that came before me that blood, sweat, and tears and time away from their family into this group that are helping people not get taken advantage of by the likes of Beth Osborne, Kim Peters, Bree and Ty, Matt, who likes to harm children, Mark, who likes to be a predator. Those people. It's not fun what we do, but we're here for a purpose to do it. Would I like to go over there learning how to do a crock pot meal? Hell yeah. But instead, you guys are what I gravitated to because you're my people. You're so damn loyal that I want to be over here with Jules and I want to be over here with people who give a damn about the work that's being done before us, current with us, and going to come up after us, like the Wesley Wells awareness page, like Amy, like those people making a damn difference.
I just have one question. Who the hell is Tulips? I mean, really, who is Tulips?
I just wanted to tell Fallon if she wants to swap recipes. I just wanted to tell Fallon if she wants to swap recipes, then I'm down.
Or chili.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, Jennifer, you're fixing to get
Bye,
kicked.
bitch.
Holt, hush. Holt said, bye, girl.
Oh, my God, I love him.
I mean, everybody knows who Tulips is. That's
No,
what she's called. Even when her name changes, she's always been Tulips.
Right.
that's not true. I don't know who Tulips is, okay?
Apparently,
My
others
favorite
don't either.
flower.
But they can sit up there and suck certain people's bungholes, but we won't get
Hey,
into that.
you gonna drop me and then add me back. But I gotta go to bed anyway, and I don't want to be drug on the app all day tomorrow. So
You mean
It's
while
gonna
you're at work?
happen. Just
Y'all,
brace for it.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
know.
happen. Every little word that we say, there's gonna pick up on a word because that's what simple people do.
Too late.
And
Everybody in these boxes and in this chat, you're all blocked and you're being dragged.
Last time I knew about dragging, it was on a cigarette.
that's what Portia just said.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Yes.
Ever have the fucking tits to say any of this shit to my fucking face?
Why did they have? I love it.
Who is that?
Oh no, boy, she's a badass.
You know what? You know what? You know that makes me feel good. Like when and if I ever unalive, like you guys will always have those clips of me, and I'm that's my gift to you. You're welcome.
We will always remember your
You're welcome.
tits.
I will always remember my cat when I was raising my voice. She kept meowing. I'm like, you got my cat upset. She's like, I don't give a fuck about your cat.
The most epic interaction ever.
No.
Listen, and you have to admit, man, like she called me into that box because she thought she had everyone behind her and she was gonna take me down, and I was like, nope. And even Petty was hiding behind his fucking chair. I was eating her alive.
She thought she was gonna own you, and it didn't
She
go.
did. I was like, fuck, bitch, I'll get in a box with you, no problem. But you're gonna wish I
Yeah,
had
she's
them.
like, get me in that box right now.
Yep.
Can I say something?
Like she's supposed to be scared of you or something.
Jennifer, I think you've said enough for tonight, okay?
Wow, that was fucked up. Really.
But one
That was a
more.
little fucked up. Portia, 10
Yes.
points for you for knowing which cat it was. Good for you, Portia. You're a real one.
That person that you just told that to, Samantha, is the same person she said that, well, I'll just say it, that Cass warned, no, she warned, shoot.
Jennifer. She
Like
said
a plane.
CK
Did
tried
you
to
just have a
tell me
stroke?
4 years ago. That's what she
Okay,
said.
yes, CK tried to tell me 4 years ago. Okay, and y'all warned her about her.
Jennifer's my chart.
Yes. Okay, so y'all warned her about her, and what did CK do? The ultimate betrayal. And we're trying to warn Cass about Manders. So, if y'all were right about CK, we have a pretty good judge of character. Time will tell is all I want to say.
Yeah, but see, people all in this app always have to find everything out for themselves, and that's what's going to have to happen here. You can sit here and try to talk to somebody until you're blue in the face. It won't do any good. You just have to back up and let the cards fall.
And you knew these people for 3 to 4 years. And apparently you just didn't know them like you thought you did. Well, we didn't know her like we thought we did, because people can argue, have disagreements, but still be friends. And
Yeah, I believe that people can change over time too. Like,
yeah,
I can't sit back and believe that our entire friendship was based on whatever. You know what I mean? I have to believe that there was some time in her life where she believed the things she said. But maybe she's in a place where, I don't know. I believe people change is what I'm saying. So, I have to allow her to be who she wants to be and keep it moving, I guess.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just like overnight.
people can change, but unfortunately, in the meantime, there's been a lot of hurt and harm done. And like Jennifer said, you kind of don't forget things. And talking with some people, it's just not getting anywhere. It's
No.
the same conversation over and over. And I mean, I'm done trying to show you and convince you of what's actually there.
And
What
when
I,
you have those people that are sitting by you, basically agreeing with every little thing you do, not holding you accountable or keeping the situation going, and they don't care that you lost friends. All they care about is themselves.
Yep, it seems like everybody over there has their own agenda,
Man,
and it's not friendship.
things are never gonna be the same.
No.
No. There's been too much done, too much said, too many names called. I don't know how you can say that you love somebody
Yes.
and then you this
The
stupid
same.
how you say that you love somebody, but you called them a see you next Tuesday, a fucking see you next Tuesday, and a bitch.
In the
Yeah.
same sentence.
Like I don't
Paragraph.
understand how then you can say, "Oh, I love you."
And not only like it wasn't like once or twice, it was like repetitive. Like
I think what I was trying to say is that just like people can change for the good, they can also change for the bad. Like I wasn't trying to say like hopefully she'll change and things will be better later. No. That ship has sailed for me.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I have to accept that she's changed and move forward.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I want to fight you, okay? I just want to fight you!
Yeah, that's I actually do fight people. You can ask my husband. But I don't threaten to fight people who I can't afford to go see. That's the difference.
And she doesn't fart either.
I mean, fight over what in person? Like what? What is it so bad on this app that you feel like you need to go see somebody in person and whoop their ass?
She called her best friend out. Come on now.
Yeah, but I think that was said before that, was it not?
Yeah, it was. It was because I had a different opinion than her, I guess. I'm not real sure. She
Yeah.
tried to tell the whole story the other night, yesterday, I think. I screen recorded it.
Yes.
And she was very wrong about the events that occurred. But intoxication will do that to you.
Just a lot of anger.
I think I get a little more honest the drunker I get.
People do, because when people are drinking, their inhibitions are lowered, and and their true feelings come out. And if they're hurt, if they're angry, that comes out. And when things happen during a live, and people are getting messages, threatening messages that I know this about you, and I'm gonna have a live about you tomorrow. Yeah, things get heated.
And you're gonna have a live about someone.
No, I'm not having a live about.
No,
someone.
no. You're gonna threaten to have a live about someone that night. Then in the next paragraph, no, I never said that.
And then never clarify.
And
Yes.
there's been no live, and
right.
There's 3 different people that have said that there's going to be a live, and then that live was never held.
hey, I would have a fun time creating a video monologue to play on a live one night for all the contradictions that they've all said time and time again. Just for entertainment purposes.
That's going to take all night.
Right.
I mean, I'm down. We can pick a night to where we all don't got nothing to do, okay?
But what is that? So the night before, when Mander said, "Oh, there's going to be a live," it was actually the afternoon, which he says, "Oh, there's going to be a live. Make sure you're there." But then when Cass went live and she said, "There's going to be a live," and was kind of mockingly, kind of like they're going to be doing later and then tomorrow and then all into the weekend about us. And then Manders acted like Cass was just a dumbass, like she was just stupid. And she was like, no, right? That's what they're saying. She treated Cass like she was an imbecile. That pissed me off because I was like, oh my God, just tell Cass the truth. Just let her know that I was thinking about it. Or I did say that in the heat of the moment, whatever. Trolla would never lie to me. None of the people in this chat or the boxes would ever lie.
Or how about you
I can
admit
play the clip. I have side-by-side clips if you want to hear it.
I do.
Yes,
I do. But how about you admit the fact that you sit
somebody tonight? No, I didn't think so.
Play those recipes.
Carry on. Carry on my wayward son.
Ugh, gross.
Where you are gone. Lay your weary
I didn't clip it out.
I don't remember.
Why did she have to ruin that Kansas song?
No more.
That should be Don't You Lie No More.
Shut up! What did she say it was
Jesus.
about? I forget. Them. Them. Oh, yeah, you're having a live tonight. About them. Oh. Sweet. Right? I'm having lives about people. Damn.
We had company.
People making plans for me now, too? Goddamn. Don't worry.
It's up for Manders. And
Yeah,
they
it's
didn't like
coming
it.
out in a live in probably tomorrow night. So make sure you're there. Promises.
Don't you hate when the recipes speak for themselves?
Stop it right the fuck now.
I love those recipes. Play that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Cass, you know us better than this. You really do.
Yeah.
Like you really thought that you were going to be able to out receipt us? That's funny.
But I like the way that Manders jumps in, starts singing as like a distraction for the lie that I've told, and I know I'm not holding her live.
Right.
That was all manipulation right there, bursting out with that singing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't know what else we have to say to get people to understand that we're not going to lie. We don't have to lie. We have nothing to hide.
Where's the live tonight? Where's that live? I heard there was a live being held tonight by Becca. Where's that live?
Becca's not going live. If she does, I will prove her wrong on everything she says. Like that video she put out today. Got the comments off. Girl, grow some damn balls. You want to accuse people of shit and then act stupid? Like there's not screenshots, but you just so happen to screenshot the messages you got, but not the comments? Girl, you dirty deleted that video because people in the comments called you out.
But not before your girl got him.
That's right. And when it was flat out told to you that I wouldn't do that or didn't do that, then you jumped to Virgo on it.
Sure did.
So who's next? You need to seek help because you got a fucking problem. You got a real damn problem. I'm gonna go ahead and call it Munchausen's.
And let's see, where's Cass's live on you?
I'm still waiting.
Okay.
I guess I didn't RSVP.
Well.
The RSVP, I forgot to too.
So that's, like I said, that's 3 people that said there was going to be a live held and there wasn't. But we're the ones.
Apparently they want to do a live on someone's platform, and we all get so many minutes to air out our grievances.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Me neither.
Right. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to reach. It's not going to. We're probably already blocked.
I'm
Sweet
going to need
Asshole is supposed to have it.
I'm going to need way more than 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Way more than 5 minutes.
Sweet Sassole can kiss my ass because the night I tried to go up and fix things, that bitch overtalked me and then kicked me and blocked me from the box so she can suck my farts from my ass, okay?
And I tried to go in, and actually I was going to say the exact same thing. Sasshole was saying that we needed to go on a mutual neutral platform and let Sam and Cass talk it out. Because that's basically, at first, that's all that really needed to talk. Those were the ones that had the fallout. I mean, not the fallout, but the conversation first. Because they never got a chance to finish it because Manders was butting in. But
yeah, Samantha tried that, and Manders had to be there. Well, you can be there in the fucking comments. You can support your friend in the comments. Let the two people that have the disagreement in the boxes.
I truly think I'm not saying she would have agreed with me at the end of the day, but I truly think we could have walked away agreeing to disagree if that conversation was allowed to happen.
Exactly.
And that's a problem. Nobody will allow or step up and be an adult and have a conversation. It's always I've noticed, especially with Manders, it's got to be the victim mentality always. She's got to one up you. She has a better story. She has a better, oh, this happened to me, or that happened to me, or this or that. And at this point, there's no mutual platform that you can go on to where you can have that conversation because somehow somebody's intertwined in it, causing havoc.
Drop and run off.
Right, exactly. So you don't get that chance. And she should have never been involved, and she should have allowed Cass and Sam to talk, but she just couldn't. She kept interjecting. And you know what? That's not a true friend, Cass. That's not. I'm sorry. You've known Sam way longer, and the fact that you're taking somebody that you've known a few months and you're taking her word for it, that's crazy.
Also, if Ryan Ray would have took accountability, none of this we would be here. Actually, if she wouldn't have money on the back end, we wouldn't be here.
That's going to be a constant disagreement because they believe that she had.
Sweet Sasshole joined the box, guys.
Yeah, I heard you talking about me.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, well, first of all, we weren't talking about you. We just mentioned your name because you were
mentioned
live.
the fact that you told me pretty much that I was rude and, blah, 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 because I didn't get a chance to speak in the live because I was, whatever, but that's all I really had to say.
Yeah, you said more than that, but anyways, I would.
Did I? Can you tell me what I said?
Suck your bunghole. Excuse me. I just
said that just now. I definitely said that just now. I didn't say that in that live that night, though, ma'am.
I just said I just heard you talking about me.
Okay, well, welcome. Okay. Hello.
Thank you.
Do you know me? Do you know me? Or do you know opinions of me?
Ma'am, I have seen your lives. I used to follow you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
can I ask what?
Here's my thing, okay? I'm tired of this.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I am beyond fucking tired. I was gone for an entire week while this whole shit show started with Cass and Sam. I come back to being blocked from Lemonade. And I'm like, what did I do? We were all in an Instagram group. I got blocked. I had no idea why. I would actually like to hold the live where Cass and Sam actually talk. I don't, to me, Lemonade, stop.
I believe, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I believe they've already
They have, you know what,
reason
I have heard both sides. And I'm tired of it. Everyone was such good friends and we all got along and everything else.
So can I ask
and
you
now everyone is back. No, not let me finish, please. I'm tired. Everyone is tired of the backbiting. We don't talk about shit anymore. You guys keep bringing it up.
Really?
Yes,
Recording
so
from
do I.
yesterday. I have a screen recording from yesterday, so that's not
Okay,
true.
that was yesterday. Okay, but I also have other screen recordings.
Oh,
I
So
mean,
just
we have
stop.
screen recorders for 156 days.
right.
I don't give a shit anymore. This needs to fucking stop.
Well, if they
So,
stop talking about it,
yeah.
then we'll
Then
stop
stop.
talking.
Then
How
okay,
often do you
then
tell
stop.
Manders to stop when she brings it up, or Duck Duck?
Right.
How often do you tell them to stop?
While they're sitting in private lives talking about
It
it.
doesn't.
And
You know what? It
also,
doesn't
why, if
matter
you
if
want
they're
it to
sitting in
stop,
private lives.
why can't you
Because
see
we
that?
can't defend ourselves. We can't get in there because we're blocked. Again, if you're on a private live and you're talking
Christina,
about people, you're
Christina,
controlling the narrative.
calm it down a little bit. I'm not coming at you. I am trying
Yeah, but
to
it doesn't. You
figure
don't seem
out.
to understand.
No, you know what? And I probably don't because I was completely blindsided by this whole thing.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that you were
Like I said,
blindsided.
like
Okay,
I said,
I'm not an asshole. Okay, contrary to popular belief right now, I'm not an asshole. I'm a very nice person. But the things that have been said over there are
but the things that
disgusting. The
have been said over on you
accusations that
guys'
have been
side
made.
too.
Do you know that we have been accused of being behind an account made about Jules? And no one corrected this. And they ran with that over there without information,
You know
without
what? I don't
receipts,
know that.
without proof. These
I
things are
don't
going around the
know,
app about us, and no one has corrected it.
ma'am.
Okay,
So
then
then
I
that's
you
don't.
kind
don't
of
know both sides.
the point. Then you don't know both sides. You don't know everything that's happened, everything that's been said, and everything that's been done. No
And
disrespect.
this, and
Hasn't
no,
Sweet
and I
Sasso been
am.
in boxes while Mander's been calling me names and stuff?
Yes.
No, actually, I
Yes.
was not, ma'am.
No, I
Okay.
don't think she has been.
No,
I mean, I have the recordings. I don't think that she was. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's times when they say things when certain people aren't around.
Yes, I agree with that because there is a lot of times they have lives to where like Cass isn't involved, and I will say Sweet Sathel's not involved. Like, so they don't know the full context, whatever. So you guys are the point is you're missing a lot of pieces, and it's not fair that we're being accused of things when you're not getting the full context of the story.
but
That's not fair.
it isn't fair because I can't get in and talk to y'all either. Because as soon as I try to, mm-mm, no,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
had a
gonna happen.
conversation with Jules after we were accused in by the boxes. Jules never said a name. I had a conversation with Jules. I had the screenshots where I'm asking her, "Do you realize that they think it's all of us that are making foul videos on you, calling you names, all this and that?" And they have ran with it and ran with it. Nobody over there speaks up and corrects anybody when they're wrong.
Nope.
Yeah.
And
There
that's
was
a
a
problem.
there was a situation with a girl named Lily years ago, and so she comes up and Cass says, "Well, you know, me and her didn't like each other at one point and everything." So automatically, it's us. We're the bad guys. We must have done something bad to Lily Vanilli. Again, that's not the backstory on that, but they ran with that because we need to be the villains. That we did
Absolutely.
all these terrible things to all these people for all these years.
But yet Lily still comes in our lives. She's not blocked or anything. She used to enable and support beggars.
And I've seen her in our lives too.
And Sweet, my problem with you is the fact that you just ostracized me one night because of Mander's word instead of actually letting me speak and get the full context out because it was taken out of context. It was misconstrued and names were not fully put out there on who said what, and we were accused of things that was not coming from us, and I didn't even get the benefit of the doubt to speak on it. You just told me that you basically told me that I was over talking and I couldn't shut up. So there was no talking to me because I wasn't allowed to speak. And that bothered me. But are you blocked?
No.
No, because that's not who I am. Because you deserve to hear every side. And like, that's just not who I am. And it just hurt me that I was assumed something that I wasn't without actual factual evidence. And that's why tonight I showed the side-by-side screenshots to show that I did not in any point say things that Manders is saying that I said, and neither did Fallon. And the person who did say things out of context has admitted them and even joined the chat that night and apologized. And I know you were in that chat. And the fact that it still hasn't been let go, and the fact that I'm still being spoken on, and Fallon's still speaking on.
You're not Trollavision. You're not being spoken on.
Sass, this is Fallon. Hey.
I know.
I am.
Hi, Fallon.
Hey. So the thing is
have the
that
recording.
I'm not sure if they stop talking about it or don't mention it when you come into the chat because you were involved back in December. Because, you know, you and I used to be mutuals and friends. You'd come in all for one chat. We would kick it in the chat. You would bring valuable information to us. You were messaging people. And it seems like pieces of the truth are being negated whenever key people come in. Like, if you knew the truth, they don't talk about it as much. So I don't know if you're being removed on purpose so they can
I'm not being
weaponize you
removed
and
from
use you
anything.
later, or what. I'm not sure, because you had a great idea last night about getting everybody in, setting up showtime, and being able to hammer it out like we did back in the day.
I want to.
Right. But the thing is that if you're being weaponized because you don't have all the everything presented to you, then that's not fair to you. And I wouldn't want to do something like that to Trolla or Checkmate and say, here's my side and you got to be here for me. You got to back me up, when you're just going to get lambasted with, well, damn, I didn't know that truth. Why didn't you trust me enough to tell me the seriousness of this? And now I look bad, and now I don't have a choice, because I'm going to get blocked if I go over there and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, I didn't know this part. This is information that is good that I needed to know. Why didn't you trust me with that? But every time you go over there into a box, if her and the others are talking about something, it stops. And that says something about your integrity right there to me, because that tells me that they're not going to allow that to come to you, because you might say, now, hold on, guys, do you know that for a fact? Or maybe I need to see some proof, but we'll talk about it later.
No, what I want to do is just hammer it out between the two. No tips.
I don't know you, and I'm not willing to go into your live and talk about
You
something
have been
that
around.
I don't
you
even
have been
know
around
you.
me.
I don't, honest to God, even know you. I couldn't even tell you a DM that we've shared.
No, we haven't, Sam.
Exactly.
And we
Then I
have
don't
been-
know you. If I don't DM you, I don't know you.
Your attitude. I'm not trying to
It's
get
not
an
an attitude. I'm just saying, you want to come in here and be like, oh, I want everybody to. I don't know you.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, like, I want to be a neutral platform for these two people to come together when you sit on the other side. That's
I
not
used
neutral.
to sit with Scam Opera and Rammer and Checkmate and Fuck It.
Okay, you're
and
right, you did.
all
So
of
why
them.
did you unfollow us all?
Keyword used to.
Right.
I'm just
Yes,
saying.
keyword.
Okay, so why did you unfollow us then? We never blocked you. We never told you you couldn't come in our lives. So you
Because
unfollowed us. We didn't.
I was being blocked from everything else. I'm like, well, I might as well unfollow all of them too.
So you took that upon yourself, because I didn't block you. I
Lemonade is
didn't
the
unfollow
one.
you.
Yeah, I haven't blocked
Lemonade is the
anybody.
one who blocked me.
But not on TikTok. Not
No.
in lives.
And
You had the
obviously-
ability to reach out to these people.
And obviously there was a reason.
But
I
not
tried
everything
to
happened. I
reply to them.
left. So.
So if you want to stay neutral and you want to do this, I mean, I think that's kind of sus since you unfollowed all of us.
I unfollowed a
Because we
lot of
didn't
people.
unfollow anybody. We haven't blocked anybody.
I've unfollowed a lot of people. A lot of people. I'm tired of it.
And you don't think that we are? I mean, honestly, it's a lot
I mean,
every
Every
day.
single
we
every
go to
single night.
work and we're at
So
work
do I.
working and we're getting messages that we're getting talked about in a private live
I
that
go to
we're
work
blocked
every day
from.
too.
Now, how
She
would you
wasn't.
feel if you were blocked from a private live and your phone's blowing up that somebody's talking about you? How would you feel?
It's a private live. My account is private. If I hold a private live, it's my private live.
Okay.
You were in a public live.
Yeah, it just tells us everything we
Well,
need to know about the people who are talking bad about us.
But
yeah.
if you want to publicly talk about somebody and say negative things, why can't you say it out in the public instead of hiding behind a private live?
You know what? Here, I'll give her my terms. I'll do it if you drop all of your moderators and you get Manders and
I
Duck Duck
don't have
in a
any
box too.
moderators. First of
Okay.
all, Sam, I don't even have
Okay, first of all,
all of
can I
my
just say something to
boxes.
you? You asked me not to interrupt you, but I've heard you
Yes.
interrupt 5 people fucking since you've asked that. I'm just saying. And I've been on mute most of the time. But what I was trying to say is that if you really want to do this, and you really want, this is more than this is more than Cass. This is Manders. This is Duck Duck.
So you've never went live?
I went live one time. Once.
You don't have boxes.
I don't have boxes yet. No.
Everybody, please tap. Please tap. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Please tap the screen to save the live. It's lagging. Please tap the screen. Again, thank you. Continue.
I mean, I just
No.
don't feel like it's a neutral. There are neutral platforms that could host this discussion so easily. That's not something they want. You want something for them that they don't want.
Sweet Sassel, with all due respect, I mean, if you're trying to be neutral, you don't go in and unfollow the other side of what's going on. You don't go in and block the other side. You would have remained friends with us and stayed neutral.
Mm-mm.
You haven't.
I can't.
Were you
You
influenced?
can't. What do you mean you
On your
can't?
own free will.
No, you guys, it just needs to stop. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
it's not going to stop until they stop.
Everyone needs to stop.
Were you
It's
in a live 6
ridiculous.
days ago? Were you in a live 6 days ago when someone called people a see you next Tuesday? And did you agree or did you say no, don't do that?
I have no idea what I was doing 6 days ago.
I mean, I would remember if I called someone or someone called someone a see you next Tuesday and I didn't defend and say no, that's wrong.
Jennifer, that was 6 days ago. I don't I've had so much to deal with at home.
But it doesn't really matter if you want to be neutral. Do you let them say that?
But I also want to reiterate that I admitted that, and whether you seen it or not, Sweet Sassel, that Manders was following me into lives and making comments and provoking me. That eventually I did call her a derogatory name, which was a see you next Tuesday. And I did it one time. I never did it in text. I never did it in anything. I said it out loud. And since then, I've been being told I've dragged her, all this stuff. And you guys have listened to her side and you've taken her side. And I've been ostracized because of it. And that's not fair. But yet the other day, Cass said it multiple times about many of these women in the boxes. And that's okay, though?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I may have been in the live in a box. Half the time I am doing something else. not paying attention. It's really 6 days ago.
I think you should have a
Okay,
conversation with some of your
so
friends, and
so
if
six
they
days
want to
ago.
have a conversation on a mutual space, they've continued to say that genitalia is a mutual person, and I
Mm-hmm.
know she would be more than happy to host the live. So maybe try having a conversation with the people who don't want to do that
And
in the first
and
place.
then maybe that would be fine. But it needs to get squashed by everyone.
I think you're living in a fantasy world.
Stas, let me ask you
Thank you
something.
very much.
I also think she hasn't been a victim of what's been going on.
Yeah, I
And
do
I
think
also
she
think that you
doesn't know.
cannot go back from all the lies that have been told because at that point, there's not ever going to be
That's
any
true.
trust.
No,
Checkmate, you have a bad
Mister.
attitude, lady.
Who?
Not you. I
What?
wouldn't say something like that to somebody I don't know, but you would.
I just want to say though that
Whatever.
we've been trying to squash this for a long time, and we've wanted to do it privately, and I have plenty of screen recordings and messages of things that have been said by certain people,
Mm-hmm.
and I have been quiet for months. And have let it go, but I'm tired of it. And the fact that I can't have the fact that even if we have a conversation to where we agree to disagree, but stop speaking on me. I won't speak on you if you speak on me, but yet my name keeps being brought up. And it's to the point that it's just at this point I'm done. And I'm sorry that apparently you're not getting the full context of everything that's going on, but the fact that you judged me based off of somebody else's opinion, that's not fair.
You see in the chat that genitalia, I asked her if she's blocked from Little Ray's live. She is. You know how many people are blocked?
We did a poll earlier, actually, and about 80% of the chat, which, mind you, we only have 76 in here right now, but we had upwards to about 160 to 180 in here. About 80% of the chat said that they were blocked just by entering the lives that the other side is holding. So what does that say? Do you like what does that really
That
speak?
that is. I'm going to tell you right now. That is up to the host.
No.
It's not, because it's
It
been
Really not.
is.
There's
it's
one
been
person.
Manders and Duck Duck and all of them that are blocking people in other people's lives. They're acting like they're their lives and blocking people they
They
don't like.
they. You don't get it.
You
They
can't see
don't.
what's going on. You can't
No,
see the
I think
facts
you
of
don't
what's
get
going
it.
on
You're
here.
very
Stas,
naive to what's going
what
on.
would be the reason for all of those people to be blocked? That just want to go in there and bake bread, cook dinner, wash dishes, and just listen about scammers or listen about their day or hear about, the things that are going on. Whenever you were talking about what's going on with your mom and the horrible situation that you're in, so many people learned from just your testimony of speaking of like she won't listen to me. What do? I can't trust her to have her phone. She sleeps with that. I can't help this. But
Mm-hmm.
so many people learned from just hearing that. Could you imagine had somebody been going through the exact same thing as you, scrolled into that live and couldn't hear the few minutes that you were giving your testimony of what hell you're going through right now? Damn, that could have been life changing for that
Yeah,
person.
there was a lady in the chat going through the same thing with her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Could
Yep.
you
There sure
imagine if
was.
she would have got blocked?
You're not getting it. You're not getting it. What she's saying is that people are being blocked for no reason.
And the
Because there's
host
this
is the one that.
paranoia that people are going back and taking information and stuff. So you say mutuals, there's no mutuals anymore. There's too many people have been blocked. Mr. Bubbles has been blocked. Samuel's been blocked. Lisa Boo
I
was
have
blocked.
nothing to do
Genitalia
with
was
that.
blocked.
You're right. You don't have anything to do it, but you're
That is
not
a
listening to
the
our
problem.
side of what's
I
happening.
am. I am.
You're not,
I
because she's
don't think
trying
you
to
are.
explain to you what's happening, and you're like, you just keep saying, "Well, I don't have anything to do with that." Okay, we understand you don't have anything to do with that, but she's trying to tell you what's been happening.
I know, Samantha. I
Sweet,
hear it.
sweet, do you know Miss Sue?
I do know Miss
Okay.
Sue.
So you know Miss Sue. Do you know that she was blocked?
From where?
From the other side to whom you mostly sit with. Do you know she was blocked?
I need to know whose live it was because no.
It was Manders.
Yes, and Little Ray.
And Little Ray, yep. And any other live that they are moderators on, they are blocking her. And she came up tonight and she was very upset
I know,
because
I heard her.
she's a pretty neutral party, and I love Miss Sue.
Oh,
And
it's war for Miss Sue.
yeah, and that just hurts
And
because
Barb too. Barb is like
yeah,
so.
and Barb,
Yeah.
yeah, like there's so many people that are truly innocent and just enjoy going into lots of lives, and they don't get into any nonsense or anything, but they want to listen to what you have to say, but they're being prematurely blocked. And that's not fair just because they were seen in a live that includes people in this box. That's not fair.
Did I block that person? Did I block them?
I'm not
No.
saying you did, sweetie, but I'm saying that the people you sit with are causing this divide.
This
That's all I'm
control
saying.
narrative.
And I'm really trying to be nice because you know what? We didn't get off on a good foot originally because I understand you were upset because you were defending a friend just as I was defending a friend. So I get that. Like I get where we like had that, like, you know what I mean? Because like you're going to go to bat for your friends. But you didn't get both sides of the story and you prematurely judged me, and then now innocent people who just like to free fly through different lives are being blocked just because they're caught inside of a live of somebody else. I'm just saying you really need to reevaluate the people you're sitting with. And I'm really glad that you came up into a box and like I can talk to you like as a normal, no yelling or anything, because that's not normally who I am. I am a really respectable person. And I think people should be able to go wherever they want to go, be able to do whatever they want to do, but there is such a divide that people are stopping that, and there's a couple common denominators to that problem. And until those people come forward and we get to have a conversation, which they won't, because I've heard one person in particular say that they will not do it, which is fine. If that's how they feel, that's how they feel, whatever. But you shouldn't prematurely block people based off of one person's opinion. I think your opinion should be formed on your own. And unfortunately, I feel like people's opinions are being formed based off of what people are being fed, and that's not fair. That's not fair to us, and that's not fair to anybody in the boxes, and that's definitely not fair to poor Miss Sue, who is innocent in this entire thing. And Barb.
I think some people are really impressionable and they just go with what other people are doing.
Ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like we came at you and rage baited you today?
Nobody rage baited me. I came over here on my own.
Okay, I just want to know just in case. Thank you.
I will say that
Sam, you can
I
please
may have
stop.
been out of context when I said what I said with the suck my whatever, but I was upset and rightfully so. And I'm not saying it was you specifically who blocked me, but you were like, you're not gonna let anybody else talk. Like you did get rude with me. When I did try and speak, and but I didn't take offense to it or anything because I understand when it comes to friendship on how people defend their friends. But it wasn't fair in my side that I didn't get a chance to actually speak. And when I tried to speak, I was blocked and kicked from the live. And that bothered me. But I have nothing against you. I don't know you. You don't know me. And you've never gotten the opportunity to know me. And that's not fair.
Sass, do you know that Manders has called people liars without any proof? And you have to forgive me because I'm not very diplomatic. I don't know how to, be smart and ask all the right questions the right way because we don't really know each other. I mean, I know you from, just being in lives with you and hearing you talk in All for One's live and some of the lives recordings that I get. So
The
it's
live recordings.
like if
Yeah,
somebody's
you,
recorded something that if Manders has called me a liar and said that I body shamed her or something like that, and you're in the box just talking just about your day or whatever, if it's going on before that and she happens to mention something, the recording, it all comes, to me.
We're being
and it
recorded
has
too, just for the record.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it
you're
goes, and we're on a public app. That is,
right.
it's the nature of the beast.
Absolutely.
That's the way it goes. But
Yep.
at the same time, people who get blocked, that's one issue. Then but before they get blocked, before they're either clicking like or just go in the live or whatever, and then they hear that Fallon body shamed someone or Fallon treated somebody
When
horribly, then
sorry.
they feel like they can't reach out to me and say, hey Fallon, what's going on? Like, I know that you're going to show me receipts because you are annoyingly full of receipts, because I don't feel like I can say something about someone without having a receipt with me, because that's what this app is built off of. And, I learned the receipt thing from Barry's and from Scam Opera. Ergo, they learned it from Days of Beg Talk. Like, it's a cycle of good habits that everybody needs to have. But now I don't want the new people that are coming in like you and I were new at one time when we came in. Could you imagine if we would have came in the middle of all this chaos where you've got you saying we need to fix this, I'm tired of it? What happens for the people who are coming into this live and they're just like you, like I'm tired of it, and then they're gone. They just decide they're done with this. But then the next thing you know, they've got a family member who got taken by Beth Osborne just because they said, oh, hey, Joe, I'm so glad you're here. The goal is $25 today so I can get soda pop. Like, and they get taken. Or God forbid somebody does a romance scam or something else that takes their money because they emotionally manipulate somebody. It doesn't have to be for money, the manipulation tactics. It can be for loyalty too. But if they think that they can't come to any one of us in this chat or in the boxes, somebody's going to get taken advantage of, and it could be prevented.
But do you guys understand too that not everyone does awareness the same? Everyone also has their own opinion. I don't have to agree with what Rammer says, or Scam Opera, or Samantha, or
Ab-
Trollavision.
Absolutely. But does that mean that you need to negatively talk about them?
Nobody should be talking negatively about each other. Period.
Exactly.
It needs to stop.
Point proven. Point proven.
It needs to stop. Where everyone is sick and tired of this.
Sass, no one could possibly agree with you more than the people in this chat and the people in these boxes right now. Yes, you are on a understanding level of all of us. We're all sick of it. However, I can't risk people who are trying to learn from the people that I learned from thinking they are horrible human beings. I can't risk it. I can't risk them thinking that I am a liar and that I would hurt somebody just because I get my kicks off on it.
Sass, are you asking them the same questions you're asking us? Are you telling them the same thing you're telling us?
Yeah, we're all talking about it, yes. This is the same thing that we have discussed over and over again.
But here's the thing, why should we have to get on this app every single day just to defend our names? It's insane at this point. We've had to come on here and show receipts several times and debunk things that they've said that are not true. Do you think that's fair to us?
And it's not fair to us either. Because we don't sit there and talk about you guys anymore unless you guys are talking about us.
Really? They were talking about us last night. They were talking about us today.
Because you guys were talking about us.
No, it started.
When were we live yesterday talking about y'all? When?
We were not even live yesterday.
Really?
But we were still being talked about.
Because of 11:30 last night, Checkmate was on.
She was on late last night for about 45 minutes.
So we can't go live. Is that what you're fucking saying?
Hey,
That we can't go live?
No. Scam.
Rammer?
Hold on. I know you're upset.
Yeah, I am upset. I'm fucking pissed.
But sweet, you have missed many lives to where they have sat and spoken on us, and we have sat silent.
And did you know?
You weren't there. You weren't there. You didn't hear it. Just like Cass wasn't there, and she didn't hear it. You guys are not getting the full context, and you're blaming us when really they are actually saying our names, and they are slandering us, and we don't get an opportunity to speak.
Why are you yelling?
Yourself.
I'm
Listen,
just
I'm going to say something.
I'm not yelling. I'm definitely not yelling. I'm just.
If you want to send me receipts, send me the receipts.
How many times
do it a ton.
I'm not sharing my receipt.
I did.
Sorry.
Your recipes, guys.
Here's a receipt that I wanted you to hear, okay? And it sets out an example of everything that I am talking about when I say that Mander says one thing and that will turn around and say a completely opposite thing based off of who's in the box. Scam Opera, would you mind playing the back-to-back recordings of the live that Manders was supposed to hold?
And I'm sorry, if you're mutual, you would have seen our lives and you would have seen the receipts. So there's another thing.
And 5 to 7 days ago, Manders actually said, and I do not recall you being in the box, there was only a few people in the box, like maybe 2, 3 tops, that nobody can be mutual. You have to decide. And she flat out said it.
Yeah, we've got that clip.
And I will say I played that for everybody.
Yeah.
On the live, even Samuel heard it, everything. She said, if you sit over there, you are not welcome to my live. You are blocked, blah, 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 blah.
I think at this point I could play everything that I had, and I still don't think you'll believe me. And that's fine. I don't need you to believe me because you're going to find out on this site about people the hard way. And I had to do that in the very beginning. And, so I can sit here and play stuff for you all day long that's been said. We can sit here on this live through the weekend, and we're not going to get anywhere.
Rammer, please check your messages.
Yeah, Shelly's asking Sweet
Yeah, I read it.
Cecil, please trust me. It's definitely Manders causing problems and talking about people. Like Samuel was blocked, Genitalia was blocked, Albie was
And
blocked, Lisa down in the comments was blocked. All these people have been mutual the whole entire time, have not spoken on either side. But if they mod or come in here, they're automatically blocked. Is that right? These are
Lemonade. Let me address the lemonade real quick. Lemonade, people are in this live. Please stop telling people to check their messages while they're in here. It can wait.
All right. Yeah,
these comments,
exactly. Like,
I am getting attacked in the comments.
We can turn them
Attacking the
off if you'd like,
yeah,
No,
Cat,
I'm
but
done.
no,
I'm done.
sweet. I'm not
No, I'm
asking.
done.
No. Okay.
Okay.
If you feel that way, I'm
Yes, because
sorry.
are you reading these comments?
No, I'm not. I'm talking to
we're
Okay.
you.
focusing on
I'm
you,
literally.
Sass.
Can I
That's
just
all.
What
can I just
comments are
say
you
for a
being
second
attacked
that
in?
just because
Because I don't
people
sit here and read all of the comments,
okay,
but
but they're
I
not.
every time I look, okay.
But they are frustrated because you're clearly not getting it. So, but they're not making direct
How are they
comments.
attacking you saying they were blocked? How are they attacking you? I need to know.
Oh my god, are you kidding me right now?
No, yeah. Can you explain it? Like, how are you being attacked? It's not like towards you. It's saying that the people you are associating with are just blocking people for absolutely no reason. And if you don't see that, then there's nothing else we can say.
You said this live is being recorded. Go ahead and go back and read the comments.
This
I'm
live
done.
is being recorded. Obviously,
Mhm.
TikTok records them all.
Right.
yes, but
Save them
comments will
and
not
go
be
back.
The
there.
live is not. The comments are not
True,
The
recorded.
comments
true.
are not
Comments
available.
won't be there, and I'm not paying attention to the comments because I'm engaging in our conversation.
Again, I ask you, where are you being attacked in the comments? Where?
I'm looking. I'm really trying to see where she's being attacked.
I am too. I'm confused.
Like people are allowed to have opinions, and because they don't like
Exactly.
things, does not mean that you're being attacked.
Drop
That
her.
you're
She's
being
not
You
getting
literally
it.
told me that I have a fucking attitude, and
You do.
but that's your opinion, ma'am. Because
I mean,
if you
It is.
actually knew me,
It
because
is
what have
my
I done to you?
opinion.
No, for real. Answer my question. What have I ever done to you besides having this conversation with you tonight where you think that I have an attitude, which is fine. You're allowed to think that. But what have I done to you to make you think that I have a bad attitude?
This isn't the first time that we've talked, Sam.
I was accused of screaming, and I apologize if that's the way it was interpreted, but sometimes I get loud because that's how I am. It's not screaming.
You have a bad attitude.
I bet y'all can. You can sit in lives all day long and
Yep.
all night long, but we can't go live.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Maybe we've chatted in boxes when we were both. I literally, and I'm not saying this to be rude.
I don't know who this
I
person
don't
is.
know you. I have no idea who the fuck you are, and that's
Like,
not me being rude. That's me being real. I don't know who you are.
It's crazy. I
I
have
couldn't
no
tell you
idea
what
who
your
you
name
are.
is. I couldn't tell you how many kids you have. I couldn't tell you what state you live in. I have no idea who the fuck you are at all.
Because
At
I've
all.
never divulged that information in a live with you in it.
So that would equate to me not knowing you, wouldn't it?
Samantha, I'm done. Y'all
Okay.
have a good night.
Have a good
This is
evening.
getting nowhere.
I
Okay.
mean,
Have a
I
good
do
evening.
have respect for you for coming over here,
Yeah.
but you can't say you're mutual when you unfollowed all of us and still sit over there. That's not mutual. I'm sorry.
You can't sit there and negate the fact that your friends have openly been talking shit all the time and not do anything to them to tell them to stop, but then come over here and want us to break bread with people that have been slandering us. Like, what have we said?
Yeah,
she's
Yeah,
been
other than we're
influenced.
fired up because shit's being said about us, that isn't true. Lady,
and the
I've
and the
legitimately worked 80 hours and I still have 2 more fucking shifts to go this week, okay? I don't have time to sit here all fucking day talking about this shit. I don't. So until somebody wants to fucking box up and have a conversation with me, they can just shut their fucking mouths.
And the
nobody
reason
nobody wants to box up though. So Sweet Asshole tried to come over here to apparently like whatever to mitigate some situation, but
I
yet
do respect
I
because
mean, I do, but at the same time, she still didn't accept the fact that she was rude to me in the live,
right.
degraded me, told me that I was rude and that my opinion didn't matter and cut me off, but yet I still didn't block her. She was still invited to this live. And I've asked for people to come over and have conversations, and nobody will do it. So
And the reason I asked the question about if you felt like you was being rage baited was because tomorrow that's going to be brought up that she was rage baited.
Yeah, sure.
And
I agree.
also, when she would answer questions, she had an attitude and would mumble stuff under her breath. So that was kind of rude as well. But I got to go to bed, and y'all might want to drop that person. Good night.
Good night,
No,
Yeah,
Jen.
I'm good.
tomorrow she's gonna be dragged.
Who the
Hey,
fuck let Kitty
sister,
Kitty in the box, for fuck's sakes? I'm out.
thank
Rammer,
you.
get your sister.
I can't control her. She's older.
Oh my gosh. And like to say, like we went live, like it wasn't even 30 minutes. Checkmate went live last night, and like it's like we can't go live. Like that's what they want to do. They want to run us off this app. Is that the case? Like I really need to know. She wouldn't answer that question.
Well, she flat out said she hadn't been on the app for like a week. She doesn't know everything that's happening. Like we said, certain things are being said when certain people are in the box.
exactly. It is purposely set up to only happen when certain people are in the boxes.
Listen, let's be real. If they wanted to squash it, they would do the right thing. They would box up, and like Virgo said, in a neutral ground, and we would just agree to disagree, say what we have to say, air our grievances, and just be fucking done with it. But that's not what they want because we've invited them a million fucking times to come over and chat. They don't want to. They want to keep it going.
Look, I'm just here to live up to my reputation. So Drinks Friday, my box, be there.
Yes.
And Miss Sue, I was told you were getting a lot of follows on an account on Instagram to ask you if you made a new one.
Yeah, everybody's getting new requests from an account that has her same name. So if she didn't make a new account,
Oh, I just did
we need to
too.
know.
Because I can't understand how she can't see that all these people are getting blocked. And there's a common denominator of why they're getting blocked. And it's not right. These people didn't do anything. Why are they getting blocked? Why is no one questioning anything besides us?
Because the Kool-Aid is apparently strong.
I mean, all this could be avoided with just 2 words: show proof. I mean, how hard is it to say that over there, though? I mean, are they afraid they're going to get blocked from their own?
I'm still waiting for so many times I've been told that there's proof and proof that I'm a liar and I'm a bad person. And I guess Sweet Sasshole said I got loud with her and was just yelling at her. And I don't think I was yelling at her. Yes, did I get a little bit louder? But that's just who I am because that's how I was raised.
Oh, I flat out lost it because she's like, "Oh yeah, we're live last night. We were live 30 minutes. Like, didn't even. I don't even think we said anything.
No, we didn't.
It's the fact that we were even live. How dare you go live? Oh my God, they're live. What?
Who's this kitty person?
Don't let
It's
him
Raymer's
talk. He doesn't have
sister.
anything to do
It's
with this.
Rammer's sister.
Okay, well,
There's
somebody keeps accepting her, so.
there's
Yeah,
comments
it ain't
about.
me.
Let me clarify something. I don't have a burning bridges on Instagram. That's not me.
No, it's
I
every
have
heartbeat.
Will you do
every
it? You might
heartbeat
make money
is on
doing it.
Instagram. But
Kinda.
whoever's made up a burning bridges account, no. I'm just every heartbeat, and I'm on Facebook under every heartbeat too.
Take
Um,
take two
Miss Sue, Miss Sue. Is it every
yeah,
heartbeat underscore 18? Because that's the account that just
no,
followed me.
no, that's not
Yeah,
me.
somebody's made a fake account and is following everybody right now, so
No,
don't accept that.
that's not me. It's every heartbeat one. That's all it is. Every heartbeat one. That's it. Uh, and that's used to be that's my main on TikTok too, but I don't really use that account. But I have y'all know me on Facebook under my government name, and then my name on Facebook is also Every Heartbeat, which I share medical things going on, and also my friends who I dearly love have poker runs because they're motorcyclists for medical issues going on with other people. And no, I only have one Instagram, and that's Every Heartbeat One. That's it. So y'all turn away, block whoever the other, and I do not send invites to anybody on Instagram. I do not send invites. Um, and I don't send invites on Facebook either.
Well,
I
So just
mean,
block them.
whoever created the
I'm gonna
account can fuck
accept
right
it,
off.
and I'm just gonna see what they say.
Okay.
I think that even Barry's, I know Barry's is in the chat. I think Barry's for a little while thought that I was a bad person as well.
Please
And
report that account. Sorry, before we change subjects. If
which
Yeah,
one?
they
just
did request to follow you, report it as imitating or trying to be someone else, and then you can tag the Every Heartbeat one as the person they're imitating.
yeah,
And
because
then block them.
This
yeah, because I
kitty
don't.
person really
No,
wants to get in a
she's
box.
about to
Okay,
catch. She's about to catch a
Trolla,
block.
don't.
I'm dropping. Drop me, y'all, because I don't know how to do this right now.
She's fucking crazy, man. If you don't
I
stop
got you.
requesting a box, kitty, I'm gonna block your fucking ass. You are like you're so dramatic. Like fuck off.
You don't have
I was
anything
just
to do
about
with
to
this.
say, do we need to block her because like she keeps requesting every like
Block it.
She's
Block her.
requesting again.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, or she's gonna keep requesting. Kitty, you need to find another live, baby.
This ain't
Rammer,
about
get your
you. You
sister
don't have
under
anything
control.
to do
Go
with
find
this.
another litter box.
Oh my
I
God.
can't do
all
anything
right,
with her.
done,
She's older.
done, blocked.
Thank you.
If somebody rejects your fucking request 3 times, like why are you gonna keep trying? Like
Did you know that if you wear glasses, you're Rammer's sister too?
Oh, Virgo, you're my sissy.
is a sissy.
Bring
Scam
it.
opera is
Bring
my
it.
sissy.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know if she wears glasses? I've only seen her left ear.
It was a drunken night one night. I was totally wasted, and I couldn't sober up long enough, and we just did it.
Well, that's hilarious. 'Cause we haven't had a
I
drink
have
in
this
4
story
years.
for a lot of people. We just did it.
Wow.
It reminds me of Joe Dirt. You're my sister. You're my sister. You're my
Oh,
sister.
shut up, Samantha. That's gross.
Oh lordy. Yeah, where do you get your glasses from, Virgo? No, she won't talk.
If anybody else wants to hop in a box and express any grievances, let me know. If not, we can end this live for this evening. And unfortunately, there will end up being another live with a lot more receipts because I know these ladies in the boxes have a lot of stuff, and we're done playing games.
I think that we need to go ahead and do a date and time like now so everyone knows in advance so they can kind of clear an hour out of their time to come in because there's going to be recordings. There's just a snippet of what Scam Opera did with just the slice from
Hey,
difference of
you know I can't commit until we all speak, have a conversation, and come to a conclusion because I'm going to have to obviously set up a PowerPoint and get everything together. So I'm going to need time to work on it. So it's going to be a to be determined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
a lot.
it's unfortunate that it's come to this, but I thought it was bad just a few days ago when she went on a rant about, if you sit over there, you don't come over here, all these people are getting blocked, and just it went on and on and on, and the Fallon body shamed me and Trolla called me a name and just all these horrible allegations. And then to say that Checkmate and Scam Opera and Samantha and Rammer were part of putting out pictures of someone who I don't even I don't even know that whole story. I just know that they would never ever ever do something as malicious as that.
Yeah, I got the answer. It's some of Petty's people that did it. And that come from Jules, the source herself. If anybody wants a receipt, hit me up on IG. I'll be glad to send it.
Listen,
Is Sue still in here?
I'm going to work with all of you and we'll collaborate and we'll get something done up to just do a final let it burn live and we'll expose it all. And how people take it from there, they take it from there. Otherwise, there's nothing we can do. People are gonna sit with who they want to sit with, but we can expose the truth and our side and go from there. That's all I can say. I
Right.
mean,
And I can go ahead and tell you, Manders is fucking pissed that all of us are friends now. It eats her shit up.
oh, I know. I heard her comment. I heard it.
Well, she missed out. She missed out on the greatest opportunity that she could have. And she did it because she wanted to sit somewhere and play puppeteer with a bunch of strong ass women. And that's not going to fly when it's coming over here.
Well, Manders is no leader. She's a follower.
Correct.
I just got a notification that they removed that account. So hopefully,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
I got a notification too.
What account?
Miss Sue's, that
Oh,
fake
good,
one.
good.
Good.
At some point, though, go ahead.
Right, Jennifer. Thank you for bringing that up.
Let's
The
go.
comment was made about how dare we be friendly with Dr. Mambo. He came in the live the other night. It was Checkmates, I believe. And I said, hey, Dr. Mambo, like that to alert everybody that he was there. And then he commented hello, threw a couple roses at everybody, and he left. That's not being friendly with Dr. Mambo. You're throwing out narratives that don't exist.
I didn't even know he'd come in the live. I came back.
Right, he was in and out.
I came back to my phone and saw you had, like, somebody had responded to a comment or something in the chat, and I was like, and I looked at my gifts, and yeah, he gifted me because I just removed him. I didn't block him, but he didn't have a beef, or I don't even think Checkmate was around when that went down.
Were you there, Checkmate, when that
I
all happened?
wasn't. That's when I took my break from TikTok. I don't
Okay,
know what
so
happened.
Checkmate was not there, so she doesn't have any knowledge, I do not believe, of what happened with Dr. Mambo.
I do not.
So
It
he
was
came in. I think he came in there for that, and BT, beautifully talented. So he came into Cass's lives when all that went down. So I don't know why you're so worried about it. And here's the thing: you had to be watching, but you don't watch our lives, do you? Okay.
Somebody was.
Well,
Maybe it was them solid people over there.
well, be prepared that I'm sure tomorrow will be dragged that we were so mean to Sweet Sasshole tonight. And we're these mean people.
Yeah, I mean, I already know what's coming. Like and that's why I told her like it's not going to get resolved. It's not okay. It's just not because you can't see what's happening right in front of your eyes, and to sit there and say, "Well, y'all were live last night for 30 minutes. We were live, and I don't think we said a thing about it." But it's like, yeah, you can't go live. Is that what? And I asked her that twice. We can't go live. She never responded.
So I'm confused. What was said about Dr. Mambo in my live?
He came in and I just said, "Hey, Dr. Mambo," like that to alert everybody in the boxes that knew the history that he was there. And he commented in the comments, "Hello." And he threw a couple small roses, like maybe 5 at everybody in the boxes, and he left. And that was it.
But
I know, but did somebody mention or something? I'm
No,
confused.
Yeah. When did we get good with Dr. Mambo again?
Manders brought up the fact that months ago, didn't everybody not like Dr. Mambo, and now all of a sudden they were over in the chat and they were blah blah blah. So again, Misinformation Manders, that should be her name. Misinformation Manders. That should be her name because she has no clue what she's speaking upon.
No, she speaks of topics that happened years ago that has nothing to do with her. But it's all what she's heard by word of mouth by the telephone game.
Yep.
Yeah. I see. Unlike you, we don't block people just because we have a disagreement. Okay, we don't just get the fuck out of here, Dr. Mambo. We didn't do that. We're not those kind of people. So if that's what you're expecting out of us, because that's who you are, well, too bad, so sad. Not happening.
It's a laugh.
Yeah, I am, baby.
Anybody ready to laugh?
We're all ready to laugh, baby.
He better be ready to go to bed.
Good ray of sunshine, I tell you.
But another thing, real quick, I'd like to bring up really quick, and I only mention it because it's running with a narrative that's not true. And she's already gotten in the box and outed herself. But Mouthful War gets up in the box and starts talking about how she was dragged for $2 fucking dollars. $2. Well, no, ma'am, it wasn't $2 fucking dollars. That's what you asked for. But who the fuck is going to send somebody $2 with a payment app? Seriously.
Who asked for $2? That's what I need to know.
Mouthful War asked Portia for $2 for gas. She needed to get a couple of gallons of gas. I want to know where you're buying a couple of gallons of gas for $2, first of all. But then starts talking about how Portia offered. Well, the only DMs I get offering money are overseas scammers saying, "What if I drop $7,000 in your Cash App today? What would you spend it on?"
Good
So
Lord.
they all ran, especially Sherry with her big mouth. You got dragged for $2 fucking dollars? And it was just the biggest shit show that never happened. Well, she was supposed to pay it back by a certain date, like the next day or the next. Well, that time came and went. By that point, Portia was like, fuck you, you didn't send me the money, whatever, just, it's a $20 lesson. But Mouthful fails to mention that she come back and asked Portia for money again. So the whole truth about a lot of people that's going on over there is not being spoken on.
But all that over $2, I'd be embarrassed.
$2.
And you're gonna speak on it, I'd be embarrassed to even talk about it.
Right, I've been dragged over $2. Get the fuck out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
tell you what, ain't none of these fucking people ever been drug across this fucking app. I've heard my name mentioned more.
I seen drug, honey, and this ain't that. Yeah,
I've heard my name mentioned more in the last 2 months than I have probably in my whole life. Fuck's sake.
No, Samantha, I just seen $2. $2. I'd be embarrassed to say I asked anybody for $2. I would be embarrassed, but that's just me.
Yeah, but didn't somebody also claim that FM offered them money but really asked for it?
I don't know. Virgo has
Virgo
those
can speak
receipts.
better on
I
that
don't-
than I
I
can.
don't have those receipts. I briefly saw them in a live, but yeah.
I know Florida man enough that I know he would not willingly offer money. Just saying.
I mean, who just goes around, you need money? Here it is. What, kid?
Whoever's speaking ill in the comments needs to stop because it's saying that comments were filtered.
Just mute them. And if they continue, well, they can after they get muted. What am I saying? It's getting late. Oh, Lordy.
I mean, at some point, even if you don't have all the facts, if you sit back just a moment and look at there's 10 rooms and there's a problem in all 10 rooms when that person walks in, what is the common denominator? There are people in here that I've never seen before said that they've been blocked and they've had an issue and they've heard the lies.
I'm just gonna say, and this is my opinion and my opinion only, and it's not anybody in the boxes, but Manders is the common denominator in my opinion. But
Didn't I tell you to get blocked when Manders said that she was the poster child of what a mutual was supposed to be and a neutral person? That's wild.
Yeah.
And I have that clip.
So, you have that clip. I would have never guessed that.
I know. I never guessed it either.
I was betting it all on black because I knew she's got it. But Manders, when you get this clip tomorrow, this whole recording, and I hope you're listening to it at your new job, I just want you to know that all of this could have went away had you been a woman or the leader that you claimed you are, because you are not a leader. You're looking at leaders in these boxes. You're looking at leaders in this chat. You will never, ever be close to any type of leader because you don't care about your people. You have to love people and care about them and respect them enough to tell them the truth. And the truth just isn't in you.
hey, and I'm going to download this. I'm going to download this live, and I am going to upload it to my YouTube. So you're more than welcome to listen to it because I ain't got nothing to hide.
I mean, or she could have not inserted herself in the middle of something that was none of her business.
See, Jen told us she was blocked by Manners and Little Ray. So
It's so sad. That's so
that right there just says everything to me that I need to know. That
Right?
is like the ultimate block.
Yeah.
For me, when genitalia has been nothing but nice to everybody.
Yep.
Throughout all this, I haven't seen her say one negative thing about anybody.
And anybody else that's listening that wants to go back to Manders and message her and let her know that I was talking about her,
She's
just
listening.
you guys need to ask her, why do you hate Fallon so much? And it is simply because I questioned her loyalty or lack thereof. Because she has none. So
She's loyal to herself.
Yep.
Hey, I know we're ending, but I just want to like clarify this. Can we clarify that Manders is not being, and I'm using my air quotes, drug across the app because she helped me?
Manders was never drug for
Yeah,
that.
never. Not
Nope.
once. Not once. She just played that card, and you know what, Virgo, apologize for even bringing the name up and everything like that. But Manders was never ever drug because of the situation, and that is a lie.
I just wanted to clarify that because I even have her on recording saying that that's not why she's being, and I'm using her words, drug across the app. I have that on recording, that it's not because I helped Just Stop. It's because I was in a box and then the recording went on.
Just stop. May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Did you share with anybody that you borrowed money from her?
I shared with somebody, yes, in conversation. Like,
Did you share screenshots of it?
No.
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
there were no screenshots shown.
No.
So
Yeah, she had
just
given her money.
so my whole point to that is if Just Stop didn't share those screenshots with anybody, where in the fuck do you guys think they come from?
Exactly, and that's what I
Virgo didn't have screenshots of the transaction between Just Stop and Manders. Someone told Virgo.
Right. And someone told Virgo, and that's fine. I'm not mad about it. Someone told Virgo, I don't know who, it doesn't matter.
That's another lie that's going around, that Just Stop gave Virgo these receipts.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
That she gave her the receipts just to cause all this ruckus or whatever. That is a lie. Virgo does not have a transactional receipt between Just Stop and Manders of the $20. It was something that she was told.
Right. And then I got in the box and I said, yeah, I confirmed it. I said,
The
yes.
receipts that she showed were from another person that Just Stop asked, and she didn't receive any money. So let's just clarify all that right now. Okay, let's just get that out of the way, because that's another thing that they ran with over there.
To bring it up, because come on. What?
Yeah, it's been going on now for ever since it went down, was that Manders was being dragged because of this, and they're saying Just Stop is the one that sent all the evidence and this and that, and it's just it's just ridiculous.
It's wild. It's absolutely wild. These people, don't have facts.
But thank you. That's all. I just wanted to clarify. At this moment, that's all I have. Let's put it like that.
I'm also gonna drop because I have to work in the morning and I need to talk to somebody before I go to bed. So
Yeah, I need to go too.
Yeah, I do too. I gotta work in the morning too, guys. I have a job as well. So thank you guys all for joining this, and I'm sure we'll be back at it again before we know it.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night,
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Last night. Good night, Lisa.